Please don't.
Yeah, you might as well take this. It's not working anyways.
That's how they lose the band name.
Sway back and
kick
forth.
everybody out once a week anyway, so it don't matter.
Just me and Patrick.
Be live.
I mean, probably.
We are live?
Where's Eric? I thought Eric was on here too.
So Eric got called into work tonight, and he will not be joining us.
Lame.
He sucks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is everyone there?
Yeah.
1.
No, we're missing a drummer.
2.
Oh, yeah. A drummer.
I counted 6.
3.
We're missing both drummers.
We're just really having a hard time with drummers today. We had practice with our drummer, and then he was like, I got to dip. So we're no drummer today.
Oh.
That's okay.
Rachel's going to play.
Wait.
Would you guys like some snacks?
Oh, sure. What do you have there? Is it brisket?
Hey, why didn't we think of that?
Times are tough, Jess. We get pork butt.
Did you bring whiskey by any chance? Okay, so
Brisket.
Eric, who is a no-show tonight, well, I mean, he did give us a little bit of notice. He came up with this thing where anytime somebody said the word whiskey, they had to do a shot of whiskey. So everybody, if you want to partake in some drinking games, every time you hear us say the word whiskey, feel free to do a shot of whiskey. I myself
that's 2.
Somebody would have to find the bottle, and I don't know where it went. There were 2 bottles. I don't think we have enough whiskey left, but I could switch to rum.
Okay, well, I think it can, a game for they can pop in the chat and tell us if they're going to be playing, and maybe we'll give a prize out to the person who drinks the most.
Oh yeah. I will do the thing where I pretend like I'm gonna have I pretend like I'm gonna do a shot, but it'll be like this, one of these, like, did it look like I drank that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You guys got more lighting in there?
Is it too dark?
I feel like I can't see your faces. And I don't really
That's
know
probably
you.
for the best.
Better.
Yeah. Hey, you guys entertain them. I'm gonna go get some lighting.
Turn off
The backlight.
that.
Do our best, but
Do you want me to start with a story? Okay. Oh, now I got so sidetracked. Okay. So I can talk now. Okay. I need permission from you, Jessica. So I was thinking about how I came across ska and punk music in high school. And it was actually because I liked a boy. And I got the intel that he really liked Rancid and Operation Ivy. So I was like, all right, I got it. And he ended up being a real asshole. If you watch any of my stand-up comedy, I talk about him. He's Tim Strand. And so anyway, he sucked. The music was awesome. I kept that. And back in the day, the mall was the place to be, right? So me and my friends would go to the mall to scout out guys. And there was a guy with a red visor, Brian Lang. Yeah, Brian Lang. So we just like stalked him and followed him around because he had cute punk boys with him. And eventually somehow that led to somewhere because that's how it was back in the day. And so we met up with them at a punk concert, or a ska concert rather. And I had finally my first kiss not long ago, which was, I was a bit of an untouchable in junior high, like ick. Like Rachel will give you the ick. And I'm not sure if you listened to that part of my stand-up, but let me give you an idea of what I looked like in junior high. I did my bangs in this swoop, and then half a bottle of hairspray, they crunched. Steel toe construction boots. Why? I don't know. Khaki pants, Hanes boys t-shirt, where all the lesbian talk started. Accusations. Not that there's anything wrong with that. and a green sweater vest. That was my fire outfit to go to. I was not very likable. I mean, I was likable. I was not very crushable.
Got it. Holy.
Oh, let there be light.
Oh my God, that's really bright.
Can you see us? Because we can't
That's
see
great. Yeah, so much better.
you.
I think you missed a lot of me talking about how ugly I was as a child.
Hello. I have solved the lighting problem. Hi.
Hey. All right, so I was really ugly as a kid. And I wore khaki pants and a white Hanes Boys t-shirt and a green sweater vest. And underneath that all, the worst back brace. Boom, boom, up till my non-existent titties, down to my butt. And so basically, if Quasimodo and Doug Funny could have a baby, it would have been me. So finally, that I had my first kiss in high school made me lose my mind. I needed more kisses. So at that punk show we met these kids at, like, okay, I wore a button that said "kiss me," and I'm pretty sure I made it myself. I'm 100% sure I made it myself. And like what it means to like run a train on someone, right? I ran like a kiss train on myself. I was like, everybody kissed me. It was like 2 boys. But one of the 2 boys became my very first boyfriend, and he was the love of my life. And we were matching, like, if there was a ska outfit, we wore it. Like, we matched punk outfits. And that's my important person I met at a ska show. Anyone else care to share? Or care to share about how ugly you were in junior high like me?
I'll share one thing. And it's I also had my first kiss in high school. And I asked my mom why it took her so long to give me a kiss.
I like them.
This is great. Does anyone else want to share before we introduce ourselves and you? I'm not putting anyone.
I guess they were all cool kids. We can move on.
Not a cool kid.
I've been a kiss in my life. Still waiting for that first one.
Yeah.
Well, you coming back, Kevin? This is what we got. All right, I'm just gonna quit obsessing that we're trying to make things better and just roll with it. Hi. Okay.
Stop stressing out.
Don't stress out.
I don't know how to do that.
This is a very DIY space. We are not fancy by any means. We've had our own issues. We deal with them. Just hang out and have a good time. Eat some snacks. Drink some whiskey. That's for you, the listeners. And yeah, just have a good time.
Hello.
When are you going to?
Hello.
He's going to stand up again in like 2 minutes.
I want to hear about Whiskey Brisket, the name.
How do you know me so well?
I don't know.
Right?
So before we get into where
who knows who,
Rachel wants to know where the name Whiskey Brisket came from. But first, I will go ahead and
introductions. Sorry.
To Ska Talk with Skagazine. My name is Jess. We've been doing this thing for roughly years now, I think. I don't even know anymore. And we kind of just like to give bands a space to talk about themselves because we found that's what they like to do. So we're here tonight with Rachel as my co-host and our ska comedian, as you know, because she just got really funny with us. And we're here with the band Whiskey Brisket. So why don't you all start off by introducing yourselves and telling us where the name came from. But I want to put a twist on this. I want each of you to give me a version of where the name came from, but only one of them can be true, and we have to guess.
Ooh, I like it.
All right. I think Adam should start.
And say hi to Sal first. Sal is in the chat.
Oh,
Sal.
sorry, guys.
Berkska.
Berkska.
So I'm Adam. Play trumpet. Kind of. I try to play trumpet.
So good.
We were up late one night messaging, on Facebook, as one does. And we had just newly formed this band, and we were trying to come up with names. You want me to go first? We were trying to come up with names. We kept coming up with names that had ska in them. And finally, someone was like, no, we need something completely different. And I think it was Brian, who you'll meet later, came up with Whiskey Brisket, because it's two things that all guys like. We were all guys at the point. So we all were just like, hey, those are two things we really like. So it stuck.
Your turn.
My turn, because I'm next to him.
You have to give a story about how you came up with the band name.
Well, I remember I was just a wee lad in high school. And I was like, you know what would be really awesome? Is if we started a ska band. And I looked around and noticed there was no one else with me in the room when I said that. And I said, well, I'm going to need to find some guys and them to join me in this expedition. And so I went home that day,
Introduce yourself.
taught myself how to play the bass. I'm telling a story about Whiskey Brisket.
I apologize.
Taught myself how to play the bass. And then my sleep paralysis demon, Kevin, walked out of my closet and said, hey, you should join a band called Whiskey Brisket. And I called up all these guys and them. And we went to the Buckeye Lounge Tavern place in Springfield, and we just started playing a jig.
I thought you said Buckeye.
I thought you said fuck I too.
No, that's
I
what I
wish I
thought you
did.
said was Buckeye. And like, not pardon my French on the.
Yeah. That's actually what they call me. My name's Buckeye for Whiskey Brisket. I play the bass. And yeah, this is my brainchild.
You tell them your name?
Yeah, my name's Buckeye.
It's fuck I.
I'm Anton.
I think I read that on your birth certificate even. It's legit.
Yeah.
I did not tell Buckeyes that we put their birth certificate on the interweb. So
Wait, what?
all right. So I'm gonna be the one that tells the real story. Okay. So
Well, we don't know that. Because one of you are only telling the real story. This is like in Labyrinth. One of us always tells the truth, and one of us always lies.
only somebody who is completely batshit insane could come up with something this. I want a pretzel. I want to know.
Oh, I want a pretzel.
I want to know who's responsible for cooking the pretzels and not putting any of the salt on them.
Your spouse.
Kick him out of the band.
Okay. You're out of the band. Okay, so the name
I feel
Whiskey
so
Brisket.
empowered.
So I'll be honest, like the name Whiskey Brisket had nothing to do with me. I was not even in the band when the name came about. So I'm telling a third party rendition of the story, but it actually started in 1987 when M, our trombone player, was a wee child and knew that the future held a sliding instrument that just really like laid in the sound of what we're trying to accomplish. Yeah, exactly. Like basically, okay, I'm not gonna go where I was gonna go, but so
Sounds like my story.
I would just go there.
well, it's your band, so of course it's your story, but I'm trying to tell it because I want to be the one that tells the truth because I'm boisterous.
One of us always
so
tells the truth.
Em grew up thinking that if they could only collect a group of like just like the most obnoxious dorky dudes in the world, that they could really create something called a ska band. And like ska didn't even exist in 1987, you know? The story, leave it alone.
We won't fact check you.
You ask.
So, I mean, like, you know, I mean, Jamaica didn't even exist until 1994, so obviously. I think so. Anyway. So anyway, M came up with some really interesting horn licks, and when they got the group of dorky guys together, they were like, somebody needs to learn how to play guitar. And I was like, it's not going to be me. And that's the only thing out of the entire conversation that remained true to this day. And so ultimately, like, what ended up happening was we were all sitting around in a circle, wearing nothing but loincloths one day, and trying to come up with what we would declare this new religion that we had created. And we were drinking, okay? And we were drinking rum, and we were like, this stuff sucks. We need something different. And so he was like, what about whiskey? We were like, that would be amazing, right? And
Manly.
at the time,
Take a shot.
at the time, you could get whiskey and you could get brisket for pretty cheap. And so the whiskey was easy. So the brisket was really the problem. But like every time you drink the whiskey, you'd have to get the brisket. And we could go to the store and we would get the whiskey and we'd get the brisket. Are you guys keeping track of this?
I've
Anyway,
been taking notes, actually.
Excellent. So
Seminole.
Must go back for
brisket,
whiskey.
you could catch them on sale. Like they're like $100, right? But you could catch them on sale for like $30. And I
Brisket or whiskey?
Yeah.
Oh, I only drink $30 whiskey, so cheers. But the brisket I could get on sale, like $100 brisket for like $30 at Kroger. Give us some money. And we were like, this is what we have every time we get together and play these awesome horn parts that I wrote. And we should name the band after what we eat. And ultimately, Anton was the one. Like that's the one truth Anton gave was like, hey, we should name this Whiskey Brisket. And then everybody else was like, yeah, let's do it. That's all. I'm Dry Rub. Good night.
I feel like they all
Good
sound like
night,
very
people.
manly Jewish men.
That was
That's the only time I've cooked brisket.
that story was just bizarre enough to be true. So I'm Patrick. I'm the newest member of the band. I'm playing guitar. I'm also the oldest member of the band. So this story I heard about how the band's name got, thought of was actually about fifth or sixth hand. But it's actually the simplest explanation, right? So usually it's the simplest.
Mine was the simplest?
Mine is the one I'm about to tell.
Okay.
So what I understand, again, this is fifth or sixth hand, and I don't even remember, who told me, but the legend of how Whiskey Brisket came about was that, it was like those, kind of like the Wilco album, Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. It's like the, the phonetic kind of military jargon of, like whiskey, and it was supposed to be called Whiskey Bravo, but nobody could remember what the B was, so they just said brisket. So it was just kind of WB, I don't even know what WB is supposed to stand for.
Whiskey Brisket.
Whiskey brisket.
It was supposed to be Warner Brothers, and then we found out that it was actually already taken.
So it was just, a story that nobody could remember what the B was supposed to be. It was supposed to be Bravo, but they just, put brisket in there instead. So that's the legend of Whiskey Brisket, as far as I know.
I need more whiskey.
Don't even
I mean,
listen
more
to Patrick.
brisket.
He's not even in the band.
Said it was sixth hand?
So I'm M. I play trombone, and
Oh, shit.
I use they them pronouns, which is why they're like a bunch of guys and M. So they're a good group of guys. Let's see. Yeah, so the story that I've heard about Whiskey Brisket and how we got our name was basically they all liked whiskey and brisket, and they decided to name it that, and then I joined the band. That's pretty much all I know about it.
You didn't get to add anything in.
No, they didn't allow me. They wouldn't even add me into the band until after I played like a few shows with them. It was very rude.
That was also my
tight
experience.
ship.
I'm pretty sure you even recorded a few parts. And
Yeah, they were like, "Oh yeah, you can be in the band." I'm like, "Well, that's cool. Thanks. Finally."
Like a week of hazing. You got to eat 7 briskets to prove yourself.
Your first game was very, very rough.
They have yet to feed me brisket.
that's true.
What?
I'm gonna get back on it.
This is true.
Times are tough. You get pork butt.
This is turning into a therapy session. Why haven't you fed her brisket?
How much have you fed her?
Hey, why haven't we fed Day brisket? Thank you.
They
These guys and him are all lying to you.
I feel like I'm talking to the door hangers in Labyrinth, honestly, Jess.
I am Brian, and I wear the banana shirt, and I make the band names. I invented the band name. It's Whiskey Brisket.
What does it mean?
but we're all proud.
That they love whiskey and brisket.
See,
And they don't want the word ska in it.
I thought somebody was like marinating brisket and whiskey or something.
That's what I thought.
That was not anyone's.
What? What happened?
I thought that you were marinating brisket and whiskey. I think they're up to 101 in the chat right now. It could be a rough night.
If you search whiskey, if you search whiskey brisket on the internet, 99 things out of 100 that pop up are of people giving recipes for
Yes, of course.
brisket that is marinated in whiskey. We're looking to change those stats. Well, I'm not looking to change like how many of them, but what I'm trying to do is if this is 1 through 100 and we're down here, I'm trying to get
Right. Like crock pot recipe, like a little picture of you, more recipes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's a solid goal.
That's what I thought. We're just trying to save the whiskey industry. I don't know if you've heard, but they've taken kind of a hit lately.
I haven't heard
that either.
Yeah.
I've been kind of wrapped up in the whole ice thing.
The Canadian. I don't like ice. I drink it neat most of the time. Nice. Yeah. No ice.
I like mine dead. Oh.
Ooh. You're alive.
I wasn't really punching you.
Why'd you let me have that pink Whitney, Jess?
All right, so I don't even know what the right answer is. What is your guess, Rachel?
Wait, what's the question?
Guess who's telling the truth.
Oh, who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie? Have you guys seen Labyrinth?
Let me actually,
because I'm not going to stop referencing Labyrinth.
Yes.
Yes, you know who I'm talking about, right? Well, if Banana Shirt was telling the truth, that would mean black t-shirt, red font is telling
a lie.
Lie.
I am Punksgiving.
I am Punksgiving. My boy Jarrett. Gosh, he's a great dude. I met him at Camp Pennsylvania in 2022, and my kid, bless him, because my kid was at his table taking all of his free prizes the whole day, and he was so lovely about it. He was like, "Here, take them, take them, take them." He's a good dude. And now he's teamed up with Punk Rock Saves Lives, and they're all doing great things. So
I want to say, before you guys decide who is telling the truth and who's lying, I love Punksgiving and I love Punk Rock Saves Lives, and we are working on making sure that they are on all of our shows from now on forever.
Banana Shirt's telling the truth.
Banana Shirt, what did you even say?
He said we're all lying.
And then I created the band. Rachel nailed it. We are all
Did
Brian.
I?
Actually, go.
Oh,
I am the one that created the band.
Wait, who?
You are right.
Wait, am I right or not?
Hang on, Jess. What's your guess?
well, I was gonna guess yours because I just feel like you weren't gonna lie.
And he just gave this wholesome
Yeah.
response to you, but I see that as a trickery.
Uh-huh.
Not that it's not true.
I
But
am
he's choosing
gone.
now to say it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll tell you guys. Here's the answer. We were all telling the truth.
Okay. Well, that doesn't make me feel like right, which I like to feel, but okay.
There are no liars.
Okay.
Okay.
So the real story has a lot to do with a little bit of what everybody said except for me.
Ah, the banana ship's the only liar. Fuck me. That's my judgment in life.
So really,
Awkward, sorry.
Brian was telling the truth. Brian came up with Whiskey Brisket.
But much of what Adam said was true.
Much of what Adam started off with a lot of truth right off the bat. Like we were all talking, the few of us that really started this mess were talking in a Facebook group, and everybody was throwing out like your typical ska pun band name suggestion, and I will claim I was the one who was like, we're not doing that.
Martin said we weren't doing that.
No, Martin didn't have a choice. Martin was our sax player who never showed up to a single practice and then quit the band.
Well, hopefully Martin's not watching this.
Why? What am I going to do? Not tell the truth?
That's his truth.
So, yeah, we were talking on Facebook as one does in Messenger, and I know that it was Adam, it was me, Brian, and Zach, which is our like permanent drummer, and we were all kind of bullshitting, and I believe Martin was actually in the chat at that point in time. He was supposed to be our original sax player. Brian is our original trombone player. Brian was like, I don't want to play trombone. I'm going to play the sax because that's an instrument that I haven't practiced as much. And then he was like, I'm going to get good at the saxophone. And so he like started nailing the saxophone. And then Martin, crazy. So Martin dropped out and Brian was like, I'm going to play sax. Let's get another trombone player. And we actually, Alicia was our.
Well, we found Tim first.
Tim came to one practice.
I forgot about Tim.
Your horn players.
So, blah, 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 and became the fifth trombone player. And we call the horn section WTF, always. Whiskey, Tango, refresh.
Because I'm the fifth foxtrot.
F5.
And they didn't tell me why they called me refresh for like a whole year. Like I had no idea why they called me refresh and not foxtrot. Like I had no idea.
Wait, why refresh? I missed something.
So on a Windows keyboard, if you want to refresh a web page, you hit F5.
You also how we became Whiskey Brisket.
I know.
I came up with it.
Yeah, Brian. So Brian we were just randomly typing crap into the chat. Brian typed Whiskey Brisket, hit enter, and went to bed. And then in the morning, the band chat name was changed to Whiskey Brisket.
Before I went to bed, I said, the band's name will be Whiskey Brisket. I have spoken because I just watched The Mandalorian. That's what the little dude says.
So,
Yeah.
question for you. Have you ever sat and thought that you may have missed a chance for a ska pun in that name?
They didn't want the ska pun.
Like Whiskey Brisket?
Yeah, that came up a second ago. You missed that opportunity.
I would have rejected it.
Snobby Brisket.
No ska puns.
We love ska puns.
Yeah. All right.
I love ska puns, but not in the band name. I like to sneak them in the back door, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean.
I like my ska puns in the back door too.
Like, why are you looking at me? I'm scared.
You know what I'm going? I'm going to say refresh made the band name. I don't care if she came in later. Rooting for her.
That's correct, except my name's Brian.
You don't care if them come in later.
What?
I'm fuck I. All right, we've come full circle.
Wait.
This used to be Anton.
Just talk.
From this moment forward, this is Fuckeye, and I'm never changing that.
Not very fun.
I tried
No,
to
it's
start a
Buckeye.
band called Skanker Store, but none of us had any musical talent. We just liked the name.
The cool
Someday.
thing is, none of us have musical talent either.
But now you've been a band 2020
What?
for 5 years, and you're about to go on tour with Inspector 7, which is pretty fucking great, right?
We're going on tour with Inspector 7. It starts on March 19th.
Yeah,
I don't know why they
tell us how this happened. How did you connect with Inspector 7? Set up this tour with them, and where you're going, and what people can expect to see.
I will answer this because I don't unfortunately I have some pretty serious mental problems that cause me to just latch onto everybody that I can find that will give me attention. And I started like,
It's funny because it's true.
I started like connecting with people on the interwebs, and Giuseppe and I started chatting about setting up a run for Inspector 7 to play with us across Ohio. And this was like 2023, I think. And we just could not come to the point where like we had a stretch of dates that worked for us. And we played Ska Doom Festival in Dayton last year, and I was talking to Andre with Mephistopheles, and I was like, man, I really want to go on tour. We're having some issues with like really finding the right dates with anybody to go. And he was like, hey, you have to schedule the tour, and the people that are going to go are going to go. And so we scheduled the tour, and I wanted to try to find people in like the local areas that we could like schedule these shows with. And one of the places, like I wanted to go to like the bigger cities, because like playing in a small town is really hard to do when nobody knows who you are. So we were going to the bigger cities, and I reached out to Giuseppe and I was like, hey, we're going to be doing this tour, and we're coming through like the New York City, New Jersey area, like trying to do some stuff up there. You guys can play any of those shows you want. And he was like, and I was like, you could do the whole tour with us if you want to. And he was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. And so like it kicked off from like booking a Whiskey Brisket tour to booking an Inspector 7 with Whiskey Brisket tour. And so that's kind of what it turned into. And then we started like reaching out to like some venues that could support that kind of show. And we actually just like secured the last venue of the tour today. Yeah.
Nice.
You have questions about that, Rachel?
Don't put me on the spot. You know I get anxiety.
What?
Nothing. What was my next question? Oh, your guys' shenanigans in the beginning messed the whole order up, honestly.
Listen,
I want you to know we don't get anything done.
I want to let you know that I was prepared to join in. And now I'm highly disappointed.
So I think you want to maybe touch base on like what makes a tour successful. Like, what are the plans? How do they raise funds to go on tour? Do they expect to break even? That sort of thing. Like, what is a DIY tour, and how can our listeners help to make it successful?
so
Kevin Adderall.
Adderall would
say?
be probably very helpful. You got lots of Adderall.
I need to hire these.
The whole thing surrounding this is trying to figure out where you're going and what places you can play in the cities or locations that you're going. So like I we kind of discussed like where we would go first, like what the routing of this tour we would try to like aim for, and then it was research venues in that area and try to figure out how many people they hold and what kind of people have played there and what kind of shows have been successful, and also like what ska shows have been there, and like are people in that area even familiar with ska, because most of us know when you're talking to people in the real world and you're like, I'm in a ska band, about 75% of them will follow that up with what's ska.
Mm-hmm.
And
And you punch them in their face.
when you're in a mood, you just walk away. But really, like, you want to like spread the love, and so like you tell them. But so you figure out like the venues you can play, and then you have to figure out how to contact those venues. You send them an email, you make a phone call, and you hope that one of them gets back to you and says, yeah, we can do that show there. And then you spend the next like 2 to 4 months, maybe 6 months, trying to avoid pissing them off so bad that they cancel the show. And you set up like ticket sales. You figure out like how the best promotions are in those areas. Like, are you promoting to the millennials who are all on Facebook and Instagram, and you want to like promote your stuff there? You want to spend money on that, or do you want to go to like the colleges and distribute flyers like old school style? And like the ideal thing is to do both. And like really the best thing like to make it successful is for people who like the music to talk about it and share it and plan to go if they can go, because like it's really easy for those of us who are pushing like 40s to 50s. No offense.
No, 40s.
Yeah, 40s. Yeah. It's really easy for us after a long work day to be like, I'm just staying home tonight, right? And that's the thing for me, is like trying to figure out how to overcome that and make those people want to come out to a show. Is like that's the question, that's the goal, and that's the thing, because like the music is there. Like Inspector 7 is phenomenal, they're legendary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, hopefully like some of our songs resonate with people in a way that makes them want to eventually come out. And so we timed this up with, we're dropping an album hopefully right around the same time that we leave for tour. We're going to be getting them in. Our album is going to be called Punching Brains. It's going to be 9 songs, and it's going to be all the songs we're playing on tour. And so like trying to time that stuff out, trying to figure out the best way to reach people.
And your next shows look like they're in Ohio, St. Louis, Wisconsin.
I did just drop the show flyer with all the shows on it in the chat for YouTube. For everyone listening, go in the chat and grab that. Are you selling?
What?
Are you selling advance tickets, or are they just door sales?
We have advanced tickets. All of the shows except for Detroit and Staten Island. Hello, cat. I have a cat on my lap. All of the dates except for Detroit and Staten Island have advanced tickets, and you can find those. There's a QR code that we posted to most of our posts on social media. If you look up Whiskey Brisket, there's a QR code there. You can scan that, and it will take you to a flow code page that has every ticket link for the tour on it. You can just pick which one's closer to you and go up and get your tickets. Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to point out the importance of grabbing advance tickets and what that means to a band, to a promoter, to anybody planning a show, because it always helps to know that people are going to be there, right? So if you can, and you're going to go to a show, buy them in advance. I think most of the time you get a better deal if you buy them in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the show does sell out, you're covered. You don't have to walk up to the door and be turned away. So there's many reasons to buy advance tickets, and I encourage it.
I just have to say, I keep thinking Banana Shirt is sleeping until he reaches up for a snack. He looked like he was dead asleep so many times. And then it was just like I was like, he's alive, he's alive.
Speaking of Banana Shirt, he did prepare a saxophone solo for you guys tonight. He's going to play a little something for you.
Ooh, Titan style.
Yeah, no, it's not. Okay. He did want to play something for you guys, but I don't think it will come across very well with the change in audio situation that we had to come up with. So
stop being a negative Nelly.
Listen, I mean, if people play, I'll start singing, and that's really what I do here. So
all right. I'm ready when you are.
Excellent.
Right now?
Wait, Rachel, what do you have in your hand?
Children's instruments. Lots of children's instruments I prepared.
It didn't the glare
and a fart
on
machine.
little symbol. Also
a fart machine.
Oh, okay. That actually fits in.
Let's be a little creative.
We got this guy. Yeah, our fart machine's on hiatus. He went home for the night.
You don't use the fart machine.
Did you say fart
No.
machine?
Yeah. She has a fart machine. She has a fart machine. How'd you miss that?
Well, it's just amusing that
I was like in the main topic.
It's a fart machine.
Well, anyway.
Sorry, Jess.
We did talk about this being your first time coming out this way on a tour.
I'll just put it away.
What?
We did talk about this being your first time coming out this way on a tour.
Yes, this is actually going to be our first time playing. Okay, no, it's going to be our second time playing outside of Ohio ever. We played punk rock night on the Lexington. Okay, third time playing outside of Ohio. But if we're being honest, our Lexington, Kentucky, and Indianapolis actually outside of Ohio.
They would say yes. I think they would say yes, right?
State borders. So we did, yeah. So that's true. We did play Lexington, and we played Indianapolis for punk rock night last month. That was like our first show back after a writing hiatus where one song was finished, and so I'll tell you about the writing hiatus. We went on like writing and recording hiatus. We did track our album during that time, so it's not a complete bust. But in that time, my plan was to work on and develop like at least another like 4 or 5 songs. And I even went on like a solo writing retreat where I could work on some of that stuff. But immediately before that happened, I almost completely destroyed my ankle and my lower leg. And I still am not walking entirely correct on it because skateboarding. And so I could not do anything. And so we got one song completely done, and it's on the album. It's called Don't Be a Dick. And I don't know. I think we should play it. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Now?
You guys think Don't Be a Dick?
Yeah.
I think it sounds like a great song.
Yeah.
You can use my guitar because it's wireless. Is that okay? You guys want to hear Don't Be a Dick?
Yeah.
We're going to play Don't Be a Dick.
First, is this the first time you play it for anyone besides yourselves?
No.
Yeah, we played it in Indy.
Okay, so the first time
All punk rock night in Indy. This is going to be the first time that Patrick has played my guitar then. So if Patrick messes up the guitar, it's my fault.
Awesome.
For the first time playing this over a cell phone.
Actually, we recorded it about 5 or 6 times. They've had themselves on before.
Okay.
So.
All right, Rachel and I.
Can you guys hear everything? I'm going to switch it.
Oh,
Brian.
and there goes the whiskey.
It was empty. That's all. We're gonna goof off and play the song, but I don't know how well it's going to come through.
Watch that on the keyboard.
The horns are going to go. What just happened? What is happening? Okay, one moment.
There.
Give me that. You're hit the green one. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Okay. So, can you guys hear the guitar, the drum, the bass?
The drum.
Can you guys hear us okay?
We can't hear.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hang on, something is happening. We don't have any.
Rachel was muted. Rachel was muted. They want us to play.
You guys, are you muted? Are we good?
Yeah.
They want us to play. Sorry. It's just what we do. We just goof off until it's time to go like this. You can talk about your religion, you can talk about your politics, disagree with your brother, that's stuff. Is that okay? You can talk about your religion, you can talk about your politics. You can disagree with your brother, just stuff. You guys hear that? You can talk about the way it is. You can talk about the way it's been. You can talk about the way that it began. Talk about the way it's gone. Talk about it. You can talk about your religion, you can talk about your politics. Disagree with your brother. Blind to realize it's the whole world. Talk about your religion, talk about your politics. Listen with your brother. I don't even know if you guys could actually hear that or not. Sorry.
So the horns and the vocals come through really clear, but we can't hear much else. I would suggest, and you don't have to do this if you don't want, to record a video when we're done here and we'll share it for you.
That sounds great.
Sure.
Probably pull that off.
Because everything is coming through.
Oh yeah. You can also hear it on the Punk Rock Night recording that we have shared on our Facebook page too. The whole set's on there. And we are going to be doing a thing where like all of our lyrics are going to be published to a little booklet that you can purchase, and you can read through them, and you can sing along when we're there, and you can
I love
have a
that.
great time.
Yeah, I love lyrics.
I'm a sucker for lyrics, so love that.
Really, what happened is I stole that idea from Mr. Scientist.
The first ones to ever make a lyric book
First ones to ever make a lyric book.
in history. That's why they're called Mr. Science.
Thanks, Chad.
They invented it.
Now I'm curious. So your lyrics obviously mean a lot to you. Do you have any songs that you want to get into the inspiration and meaning behind and share with the listeners?
No.
They're like, no.
Do that later. Save it
Not
for
really.
I don't know. Let's see. What song would you guys suggest?
Like since I'm kind of new to the band, like, you know, I'm more used to the like mid to late '90s ska, just like partying and like just really happy stuff. And then learning all the songs that Kevin, you mostly wrote the lyrics to, mostly. I was like, man, this is some. I mean, I was impressed about how kind of meaningful the lyrics were, and you know, kind of emo, you know, which is cool. And it was impressive that how meaningful the songs were lyrically. I mean, you know, I was impressed. So there you go.
My favorite story is the one about Ninja. Like that. Yeah, I think it's funny.
What story did I give you about my
The lyrics, like why you wrote like
to be a samurai?
yeah. It's funny.
You know the story for how you were.
I know the story behind how I wrote Ninja, but I would not expect it to be anything anybody would want to hear, and so I'm curious if I'm curious if I told you some bullshit. Okay, so tell me if this is what I told you. The song Ninja was entirely written because at the point in my life when I wrote the song Ninja, I was sick of writing songs with bar chords and cowboy chords, and I was like, I'm going to write a song that is based entirely around a hook that is written on maybe 2 to 3 strings tops and doesn't mean anything at all. And so I wrote a song that is based around a guitar hook that Patrick can play for you here.
Yeah, you won't hear it.
Fresh. Oh, you guys can't hear the guitar. You guys hear that at all?
Mm-mm.
If I can.
I got it. Did you guys hear that?
A little bit.
Okay, so it was like the song is complete nonsense, and
That's what I like about it.
that tracks. So it was complete nonsense because I was so silly. I've written so many songs where I was playing, you know, like the traditional progression of a guitar player is you start off playing, or at least like for the type that I was, you start off playing some power chords and some cowboy chords, which is like open string chords. Give me that Marshall, that Washburn over there. You start off like play like your cowboy chords. You're like your cowboy chords, right? You can't hear that, can you? I give up. All right, I'm gonna need you to tape the first, third, and the fifth of each of those chords. Right? 1, 2, 3. No. I was sick of playing cowboy chords, and I was sick of playing bar chords and power chords. I just wanted to play something on the high strings of the guitar. And at the time, this was a long time ago, I was like, what if I played all on the high strings of the guitar and I played that riff? And then I wrote a whole song about it that was like, lyrically, it's complete nonsense. It's about like, it's about being a ninja and not a vampire. It's like, I'm making love with silver bullets because I'm not a vampire, I'm a ninja. It's complete nonsense, right? It doesn't mean anything at all.
But
And
that's
I don't, like, I can't even, like, there's, and then I'm like, I pull it off pretty well for a white guy because I'm, you know, like, white ninjas are kind of weird, right? Like, because most ninjas, you know, anyway.
Most ninjas are what? What were you going to say?
Most ninjas derive from an Asian descent.
Oh, okay.
He obviously derives from Europe.
You never know.
Europe or Maya. and so obviously, but I'm so good at being a ninja that you'd never know that I wasn't a samurai. And if you don't know, like, samurais are ninjas that achieve a certain level of prestige within ninjahood. And so they're like really, really good at what they do. And you'd never know that I wasn't a samurai because I'm so good at being a ninja. And the truth behind the matter is I have absolutely no martial arts expertise at all.
What?
I know. I'm a lover, not a hater. I don't fight. You could punch me in the face and I would ask you why you did that and ask you if we can still be friends. So
I think your mustache
No.
gave it away for me.
What's that?
I think it was like the mustache. I was like, I don't think he's a fierce ninja. He's just like a nice ska guy.
Does this make it better?
Oh,
Um,
I have a dream. I don't know, but
Oh.
can't. I gotta
Okay,
zoom in there a little bit.
Okay, so
The wink was for you,
I'm gonna
Jess.
stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking about Ninja now.
No, keep going.
Fun song. You want to hear it? Buy our album.
Buy it. Preferably buy it on vinyl because that's about to cost me a lot of money.
We have
Are you even in this band?
Wait. I think Jess has something to say.
we have a special guest joining us.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there he is.
Who?
I mean, it's just another host of ours, but he wasn't supposed to be here. He was. Then he was.
Okay.
He's here
I
now.
mean, I was supposed to be.
hello.
Hello.
Eric, I
And then
took
I
over
wasn't.
your spot. Now I have to.
We're a complete disaster without you, dude.
I have to
It's
take a
and my
minor
internet
role
is
now.
Can I provide a
not
brief
doing it.
recap for Eric?
So, how we came up with the name Whiskey Brisket?
Eric, how do you think the name Whiskey Brisket came about?
So
Oh,
I think there was a day when everyone was sitting around and they were
Eric's
like,
gonna get deep.
I heard there's a new food truck in town. And you guys got all hopped up on fucking moonshine for some reason. And we're like, let's start a ska band. But you went to the food truck first, and the food truck had Whiskey Brisket in it. So I think you were hopped up on moonshine and we're eating brisket, and this is what you've come up with. Am I close?
it's incredible.
We
that
still
you
don't
nailed
know.
it so precisely.
Yes, I knew it. All right.
Actually, Eric came up with the name Whiskey Brisket, and we just said, yeah, that sounds great.
I was actually hopped up on moonshine one day and called them, was like, hey, I got it.
I don't believe it.
I fucking believe it. I think you all lied earlier. That's a great story, Eric.
Thank you. So are we going to start over? I missed the first.
Well, you know what we didn't do, I don't think, Jess? I don't think I got everybody's name.
You didn't? They said their names.
I didn't get it.
Maybe you weren't paying attention.
I got this.
Probably not.
Work harder. Work harder.
Work
All
smarter,
right,
not
you guys
harder.
ready for this? Oh, Rachel, I got you. Over here. You guys see my hand? Right here? This is Brian.
Wait,
Ryan.
his alter
Don't interrupt the introduction.
Like that.
What's his other name?
This is also Brian.
Brian.
Are you also Brian? Please.
You're in the banana shirt. This is Brian.
Yes.
I call
In the
bullshit.
blue shirt. In the blue shirt. This is Brian. Over here with the trombone, we got Brian.
Yes, this makes it so easy.
And I, wait for it.
That's Brisket.
This is so weird
Dry rub.
because my name is Dry Rub. My name is actually Brian. So this whole thing is very weird.
I'll tell you.
Brisket will lift up his shirt if you want him to.
I think Jess got sick of our shit.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Did Jess get sick of our shit? And
No, Jess loves chaos.
She's probably peeing. Jess, are you going to the potty?
She's taking a shot while peeing.
We've said whiskey so many times.
I was trying to catch up. I had like 3 or 4 shots as I was waiting to come on just now. So
Okay, so I'll tell you guys. I'm assuming Jess can still hear us, but I'll tell you why.
Oh, well,
keep
hello,
telling everybody.
Mike Bell, Patrick Ernst, Samuel Cartwright, Kyle Axford, and Kyle Hagan. Liars.
What is happening? I feel
I
like
don't
I'm
know.
in a bedroom.
I'm fact checking your names.
22 right now.
Did somebody say catch 22?
Hi, Jess. What?
She's fact checking your names. There's 2
Liar. You're right, Jess. They're all
But I do have a
liars.
question. I have a question.
Eric has a question.
I was late to the party, and I know we're going to start over, so we'll go all the way back to the beginning where you guys all fuck it up and nobody's on the thing anymore. But before we go to that, why is there Whiskey Brisket and Whiskey Brisket 2? Did you have a baby while the podcast was going on? What the fuck? What do we got?
Ever doesn't have a microphone.
Yeah.
YouTube watchers count. Great
There's
job.
a situation.
So this is why we keep calling everybody Brian, okay?
I hear you, Brian.
There was an echo, so it was like Brian.
Well, they tell them our real names because I don't.
I will tell you the real names of everybody in a moment, but this is why we keep calling everybody Brian. We have some homies down in Cincinnati, okay? The Cincinnati area. They're in a band called Mr. Scientist. They're trying to decide if they're a ska band, okay? But they're dope. They're friends.
It's a really sad moment to have when you have to decide if you're going to be a ska band. How does that process work?
Eric, I agree with you completely, but there's complications, and I get it,
Sure.
But they're really good. They're homies. They've played with us with Mephistopheles. They've played with us with the board of directors. They played with us with Mr. Scientist, and they're really dope. But one of the earliest shows we played with them, after once or twice that we played with them, we showed up at this little place called South Park Tavern, and I was the first person that ran into one of the guys in the band, and he was like, "Oh, hey, Brian." I was like, "I'm Kevin." And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then Adam walks up and he's like, "Oh, hey, Brian." No, this is Adam. and then I don't even know, but I feel like there was at least 5 other people in Whiskey Brisket that walked up, and he was like, "Hey, Brian," and it was like, "No, I'm not Brian." And then Brian walked up and he was like, "Brian?" And we were like, "No."
So there's on a later part of that set, decided to get there late and take a nap because I was exhausted. And Dennis, the bass player for Mr. Scientist, was looking for me, and they're like, "No, he's not Brian. He's not Brian." And then these guys are all sitting at the table, and I walk in, and everybody goes, "Eh." And then so they related the story to me, and then that night at the show, Kevin, instead of one of our songs, he introduces the band, and I think Adam's son was subbing for us that night. So
Adam's son.
This is Brian, and this is Brian, and on trumpet it's Brian. On trombone it's Brian. So,
in fairness, that time it wasn't Brian on trombone.
it was not.
No, it was Brian.
It's Brian, obviously.
Brian.
Feel like it's a little bit of the SpongeBob episode where everyone was Squidward.
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna
Squidward. I'm Squidward. Whoa,
It was
Squidward.
like our episode when we were all Matts. See, I was gonna pull out a Ska Gazine episode and say it was like the Matt episode.
I literally just messaged you saying that, Eric. I don't know if you saw that.
I
Oh,
hate
shit,
being
you did.
late to the team.
The Matt episode, this is like that times a billion. But
If we
I miss
talk-
out on all the inside jokes by
No.
being late.
You'll catch up. We told you about the scuba mask, so you're
I know, but I wasn't in there in real time. Okay, moving on.
so have we talked about the tour yet? What have I missed? Have we talked about
we talked about who they're going.
So much.
We talked about the importance of advance tickets and what's involved in the DIY tour. I think that might be as far as we made it. They tried to play a song for us. It was good, but it wasn't like everything wasn't.
I couldn't hear it that great.
And then we
It's
were
okay. You can say it was bad.
have we talked about farm animals at all or no?
yeah, hold on. We were going to get into some songs, and we actually had someone in the chat message a song, but I know Rachel wanted to talk about that song, and she was muted at the time, so maybe we can pick up there.
I had something different to say first.
Was it about farm animals or no?
It's not. I just see that they're going to be going to Wisconsin. Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Like, will you live through me and go to the Historical Society and see Chris Farley's, like, some really cool items of Chris Farley's? Take pictures.
I think I might.
You know
have
he's
to.
from there.
Yeah. And
My idol. But okay.
I love Chris Farley, and
If anyone's talking, I can't hear anybody.
No.
Okay. And
No,
then I love Chris
I was
Farley.
interrupted.
I think maybe he's
I was
right.
interrupted by.
Yeah, that must be it.
What?
Huh? This is why I can't be late anymore. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, I don't either.
Everybody's
I was waiting
lying.
for the butt. I heard a butt and I got nervous. I was going to say something negative.
So
What? Oh, I thought you were talking about ass again. I'm sorry.
I'm not talking about ass again. Don't embarrass me.
Holy fuck! What is happening, guys?
Hey,
God, I was talking about ass before you came, actually. God damn it.
did it involve scuba masks?
No scuba.
Yeah, we were all talking about it.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be quiet. But you should go to the museum for me. Thank
You
you.
said ass again.
I will go to the museum. I'll take all the pictures and I will send them to you.
Have we talked about how you're coming to Detroit?
I mean, it was
I'm
meant
not
to.
going to Detroit.
You're confusing everything.
This is why I should have just stayed off. I'm leaving.
Eric,
leaving.
bye.
I can't help
Just
it.
kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
So we are going to Detroit
I'll be
on March 20th.
Yeah.
You'll be
8
at
Mile.
the March show.
I'm going. I am. We talked about I am originally from the Detroit area and moved 3 hours away, and will be driving back to see you guys in Inspector 7 that night.
What side of 8 Mile were you from, Eric?
Your mom's side.
Ooh.
Yes.
Left me, Eric. That's very hurtful.
You ain't seen a mile road south of 10, have you?
Have you been down? I've been down 8 Mile. Have you been down 8 Mile?
I've not been.
It's
I spent some time in my childhood in like the Rochester Hills area.
so you're close. You were close, depending.
Close-ish. I never went to Detroit until I was an adult, and now I go to Red Wings games anytime I can.
Nice.
I'm down your mom, Eric.
What?
What?
Oh.
What? Are you talking about ass again, Rachel?
I'm talking about
let
your
it go.
mama. I'm talking
Let
about
it
your mama.
go.
Talking about your
My
mom's
mom's
ass.
Eric, I
dead.
think
I
you
said
just
I
called
had-
your mom an ass.
My mom's an ass?
No, I was
Oh,
talking
your
I
about.
mom's
think
an
you
ass.
just said that.
No, I'm talking about your mom's ass. All right, someone
Oh,
else take
Rachel?
over. I had
You're
a
talking
Pink
about-
Whitney shot, but
Jessica, I think it's time to close it down.
Ska. All right, back to Ska.
You got more questions?
Jess.
Have we talked
So
about,
I don't.
were you not
Yes,
about gasoline?
Jess.
Gasoline?
What?
The song? Are we going to talk about the music,
Gasoline.
or are we just going to talk about ass? I
Gasoline.
mean, I'm cool either way. But,
Oh my
okay, go
God.
for it.
Are we talking about gasoline?
Yes.
Song.
Gasoline. So somebody in the chat had asked you to tell them about gasoline. I know we already had it on our outline to talk to you about because we thought it was a relatable song. So can you walk through what that means to you and what message you're trying to get across?
Wait.
Uh,
Don't say
Wait.
it.
No, I got a question.
Real.
When did you write Gasoline? Because that might be important to this conversation. Who wrote Gasoline?
gasoline was probably written sometime around 2022.
You had it mostly written, and then we sat and like reworked the trumpet and the sax parts in the chorus.
Yeah, when did we go on our writing retreat?
22 sounds right.
2022, like summer of 2022-ish. I kind of came up with the concept of the song, and so there's a part in the song, and it's the pre-chorus where I'm like, turn around and you'll see what we're facing, and you should be following close behind when I run. And it was a feeling where when I wrote that line, that's the entire song started from that line, and it was like I had a feeling in that moment when I wrote that where I was like, the entire world is falling apart and everybody's just ignoring it. Like everybody is just completely oblivious, and not because they can't tell, but because they don't care to look and see that everything is just a giant mess. And I did not realize when I came up with that line that it was just going to keep getting worse.
Wait, what year did you write that song?
22.
It was around 2022.
Hmm?
Yeah, it was around 2022. Because we put the band together in
Not that long ago.
2021.
Yeah.
And Gasoline was the first song that we started playing as a band that didn't exist before the band got together. Because we have Dead Man, I wrote in 2014, and Pilot that I wrote the same year. So Dead Man, Pilot, and Ninja were all written about the same time, 2014. And I lived in Youngstown. And shut up.
Everything was on fire.
Everything was on fire. But when we got together with the band, like we had just been like post-pandemic, like we were kind of coming out of like all of the lockdowns and everything, and I could see that like we had a very real problem on our hands with the pandemic, but we also had a very real problem with people politicizing the response to the pandemic and creating mayhem and trying to separate the people from this is how you feel and this is how you feel, so you guys should fight about it. And it was a giant mess, and I could see that it was working, and it was frustrating because when you can see that and you don't know how to get people to understand that they're intentionally being pitted against each other, then it looks like everything's on fire, and that's basically what it came down to. And my profession is like I'm a professional firefighter. I work for a fire department. I'm a paramedic, and it kind of looked like one of those situations where everything was on fire, but nobody really realized how bad it was. And sometimes you'll go into a fire and you'll think that everything's fine. Like you spray a little water on it and it's going to be okay. But like you start spraying water, and if what you're spraying is gasoline, it's going to make everything worse. And that's what it looked like to me. And so I wrote a song about it. And then these guys helped me fill out the horn parts for it. And during a retreat, and it turned into like I didn't even like the song at first.
You don't like the song.
I do like the song. Shut up. It's
That's all I have to say about that.
oh my god.
I mean, the lyrics to me also sound like it's like also blaming your like oneself for, I'm also to blame in this. Yeah, no?
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, anytime there's a problem in the world and we are not directly helping it, we are somewhat contributing to it, right? Like that's an ongoing theme, especially in our community. We realize that if you're not helping the problem, you're hurting the problem. And so, like, my hope and my goal is that we can start giving a message that's helping the problem and trying to figure out how to do that on a worldwide scale with a worldwide problem. When I'm stuck in Springfield, Ohio, and nobody wants to listen to what any of us have to say, it's definitely, you start to feel a little bit complicit in the problem, even if you're not doing anything directly to create it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Ohio. That was supposed to be a Drew Carey impersonation. Sorry. Ohio.
So as of today, so you wrote that song in 22, you said. When you play it or you hear it today, do you, I don't want to say feel different about it, but do you see it in a different light in today's world? Or do you look at it and be like, yeah, this could be written for this year? Because when I heard it recently, so I'm like, oh shit, they may have written this song yesterday at this point in time.
If I had to answer that question, what I would say is that I feel silly for having written it when I did, because it should have been written now. Because it just keeps getting more and more relevant. Rachel, I can see that you're talking, but I can't hear you at all.
You muted, Rachel. You muted yourself.
You're muted.
Unmute. You got this, Rachel. You're still muted, Rachel.
Rachel.
So, Rachel, in the corner, there's a little button that says audio. There we go.
I was trying to be polite by shutting up, and the only way I can force that is to hit the mute button. Wait, did everyone hear me say Ohio like Drew Carey, though?
No, your lips were moving.
Right, but see, I can't control it. What was my question? Oh, that it just stays relevant, unfortunately. Just the shit gets worse.
Yeah, it's
How's
not
that for some positivity?
It's becoming more and more and more relevant by the moment.
Yeah. It just stays relevant.
Yeah, Brian just said it's like Idiocracy. It became a documentary, and I have always said that that Idiocracy is one of the scariest documentaries I've ever watched in my life. And again, it becomes more true with every passing moment, because I'm pretty sure like the United States just started World War III. So like, what do we? I don't know. Anyway,
more whiskey.
Anyway, M has prepared a trombone solo.
I love a trombone. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's trying to start shit. Now you gotta do it. Think about it. She's close. Hey, pick it up. Pick it up. Start close. And,
Okay.
And then
we'll say I'm thinking about it. Do it. Oh, it's gonna be. I love your phone.
We gotta make sure they can hear it.
Can you guys hear us?
I can hear it.
Go back. Where's the call? Oh, listen, man. I didn't do it. All right. Ben's gonna play us a trombone solo. This was completely unplanned and unprepared. I was lying, but M is a trooper, so.
Can you hear this?
Yes.
I would have played nothing.
Great job.
That's my solo from Don't Be a Dick.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Thanks, Brian.
I will say this. Even more so than gasoline, Don't Be a Dick becomes more and more relevant with each passing day.
I thought it was like a sequel to Gasoline.
I might be opening up like a wound from before I was here, but if we tried to do a song,
We
did,
have. Yeah.
did it go
Yeah,
well?
it didn't work. It went very poorly.
Poorly. You just couldn't hear the guitar and bass. You could hear it playing fine.
No, in here it went great. In there it went bad. Sorry, Eric.
You can hear the horns and the vocals, but that's about it.
Gotcha. So
In
this,
fairness, nobody wants to hear these two.
Hold on. I don't hear
But
Patrick.
I
Wait, did
do.
When you say you could hear the vocals, could you hear like the harmonies and everything, or just my vocals?
I didn't feel like I could hear the vocal well, Jess.
I think it was just yours, actually.
I mean, so there is, I might be pointing out the obvious, I might be repeating what's already been said because I was late to the party, but there is settings on Zoom that takes out background noise.
Oh, I already have those on. Well, I don't know if they do on their end, but I do.
So that may
We're
be
dialed in.
We're dialed in on a phone.
Eric, I'll tell you this. Here's what happened, okay?
It's all on fire.
I've spent the entire last like 4 days because today's a work day for me. I work 24 hours on, 48 off because I'm a firefighter.
Mhm.
And today is my shift, and I got it off so that I could do this podcast, have band practice, and get some stuff done. And I spent the entire week leading up to this planning to make sure everything worked flawlessly for this podcast and for everything. And then we had band practice, and then we went to set up, and then nothing worked. Okay.
So it's probably Rachel's
what
fault.
ended up,
That's
well, I
What the
didn't,
fuck?
literally I
Rachel.
went, I don't know how, but I know this is my fault. I know it's my mic. I know it's my Wi-Fi. I
Hey,
take full
Brian's,
blame.
I'm so sorry that Rachel fucked this whole thing up for you. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry too.
I didn't want to say it out loud, but since you said it out loud,
No,
I
you all
mean-
can say it out loud.
Can we give her like a
I'm gonna
write
do
up or
something.
disciplinary action, Jess?
I will write her up.
Thank you.
She's gonna have to miss an episode, maybe St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, nice. nice.
Oh, come on.
What's that say?
No, it's 2025.
Where's the womp womp?
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Hey,
I know that should hurt my feelings, but it actually made me feel really cool. Thank you.
So we talked about the song. We talked about the tour. Did we
is
talk
there
about
an end time to this, or maybe started like
It
10
was
minutes
supposed to be
late?
half an hour ago, but you guys fucked up with playing your music. Sorry, you have to stay.
Hey, Rachel, can you hear me?
What's up?
Rachel,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Did he say piss off?
It was fuck off.
Oh,
even better? Even better. Welcome to the team, Rachel.
I think I'm the only one who hasn't received a message like that yet. Maybe.
Is
Hey,
this
Jess.
Oh yes, here we go.
don't you dare say fuck off to Jess. I will fight you. She is a queen.
So you were asking if we talked about the tour, Eric. We did. What we didn't touch on, now that I look at the actual outline, is if there are any cities that you're going to that you haven't been before that you're really looking forward to. And I mean, we did kind of talk about you playing outside of Ohio, but are you going anywhere you've never been in general? Like not just to play? And if so,
In general, I'll answer this personally for me
Okay.
first. I will say this. I've never been to Madison. I've never been to anywhere in New Jersey, New York City-ish. I've never been to Baltimore. So those are all places on this tour that I've just never been in my life. Oh, I think Jess is dying.
Baltimore, Vermont.
I think you offended her by saying you weren't in Jersey. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure you offended Jess.
My kid was trying to break into my room. Sorry. I would not be offended. I'm not in Jersey.
I've
Yuck.
never been to those places.
So is there you're like really looking forward to seeing while you're out here to play, or are you not going to have time for that?
We talked about the bus yet.
We have not talked about the bus.
Talk about the
I'm super excited to go to Chicago. I went to college an hour west of Chicago, and a bunch of my college buddies are coming to our show on that one, so I get to see people I haven't seen in 15 years.
Will you be in Chicago?
When are you playing Chicago?
We're playing Chicago on the 21st of March.
At Reggie's.
Rachel was doing a weird singing thing while you were talking.
Sorry.
I think so. What was that date again?
On March 21st at Reggie's.
Oh, maybe I'll have to go to that.
You probably have to go to that.
So I live literally right in between Chicago and Detroit. I'm actually slightly
Toledo?
Yeah, I do-
It must have
Gary?
I do like Reggie's. Reggie's was like
You
the
live in Lake Superior.
hope that's not Lake Michigan.
Shut up.
like Michigan. You will drive by my house on the way to Chicago. You'll go from Detroit, drive by my house. So if you want to stop by, we can all carpool. I don't.
You're making them uncomfortable, Eric.
We
I am
might
not.
take you up on that because right now we don't have anywhere to sleep.
I would think just because they don't know something that it doesn't exist. Massachusetts
Wait,
actually rinsed his
wait,
hands
pause.
off in Lake Michigan.
Do you need a place to sleep?
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
call you. I'll call you.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
I feel like that's always a very serious, kind offer from you. Like it's not. I think that's always a kind, serious, legitimate offer, Eric.
Thank you. I think.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not being sarcastic. Once in a while,
I
I'm
was
not
being
sarcastic.
nice.
What?
When we do the same thing in this house where you're seeing right now with my like plastic covered fireplace and everything. We do put bands up here in Springfield, Ohio too, if you're traveling through. And nobody plays in Springfield, but like Dayton,
They do.
Columbus, Dayton,
They might be roaming through.
Columbus, Cincinnati. Yeah. We have had a couple bands come through here. We did have Hans Gruber and the Diehards stay at our house one time.
They almost stayed
And
in my house
we had-
too. They're allergic
They
to
did?
cats. They were going to, and don't tell me if they lied to me, but one of them is allergic to cats. Are you allergic to cats? Because I have 5.
I'm
They
not
like-
going to lie to you. They stayed at my house in spite of the cats, so I don't know if that's a
Oh.
personal thing.
Hold on, I need to make a phone call. I'll be back, guys.
Hey, I don't know. They did walk around in their underwear in our house,
But they do that on safe too, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't really.
That's just a street thing.
What does the underwear have to do with anything?
you never seen Hans Gruber and the Diehards?
Oh, by the way,
Apparently not.
Antoine has prepared for you guys a bass solo tonight.
Yeah, that one you won't hear, whether I play it or not.
Are you doing it in your underwear? I think you should do your bass solo in your underwear.
All right, all right.
Yes, here we go. I shouldn't have yelled yes. Can we edit that? Because that was weird.
I mean, it was.
I mean, Rachel laughed.
We had it live. Yeah, no. I don't know what else.
Well, I think real quick, we should just clear the air a little bit.
Where are my pretzels?
You ate them.
There's a couple right
I have heart. Oh, I have heart.
That's Brian.
Hey, Brian.
That's also Brian.
No, that's Brian. I'm Anton. And that's an asshole.
That was Marcy. There's my pretzels. What?
Have we talked
Okay,
about
for real.
have we talked about Springfield at all?
Like
Probably
the,
shouldn't.
no.
So
Respect.
can I ask a real question?
Yes.
All right. So what is the scene like near you? Obviously, you guys are out of that city. Is there a healthy scene over there? Do you have to drive for your shows? Like, what's life like in your area as far as music goes?
So the scene, the Springfield scene, is very closely tied to the Dayton scene,
Okay.
And we're forcing the ska thing to happen as hard as we can.
and we're forcing the ska thing to happen as hard as we can, as Brian just said.
There's
The
that.
real Brian, right there. The banana shirt is the real Brian. Anton, thank you for pointing that out. The Springfield scene is questionable. It's hard to get a show in Springfield. It's harder to get people to come to it.
Okay.
We had Mephistopheles in Springfield in 2024, and we had, I think, 75 people come?
Yeah.
And that's opposed to when we were at Yellow Cabin Dayton, there was like 250 people.
Yeah. It was like, we packed out Yellow Cabin Dayton the year before, and then in Springfield, we had less than a third of the people show up. And it was, so it's kind of hard to get like a lot of things going in Springfield, but I'm working on that, and these guys like chip in and help. And ultimately, we kind of market Whiskey Brisket markets as like Springfield / Dayton / Yellow Springs. We played one show in Columbus. We don't market as Columbus. Columbus,
We don't talk about that show.
we don't talk about brewery now. But no, I mean, we'd love to play Columbus more, but it's been tough for us to get over there. Like, getting shows in Columbus has been rough, but the Springfield specifically, since that's what you asked about, like, there's some open mic nights, but like getting shows in Springfield is tough, and getting people to come to them is tougher. So we're trying to work on that. I've recently personally started a little bit of a company trying to make that happen, but we'll see how it goes in the future. Rusty Chain Music Company, and it's ultimately it is the parent of the tour. Also, is like Rusty Chain. That is like my music persona, and it's because of the life. Eric, did you say something?
No.
Oh, okay. You look
I mean,
like you said
would you like
something.
me to? Because
So,
now I feel bad. I didn't have a deep thought.
what's that?
So now I feel kind of bad that I didn't say something.
No, it's good. So Rusty Chain is a kind of a music persona that I have, because ultimately I put everything in my life before my music life, and I end up feeling like when it's time for me to go out and do my music, I feel like a rusty chain. I feel like I'm like, I can do the work that I have to do, but it's not going to be pretty. So ultimately, like, I'm a rusty chain. So I created that as my music persona. I created that as my music company, and I'm trying to build a music scene around that here in Springfield. But like, I'm a firefighter, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a friend, I'm a brother, I'm a son.
Yeah.
I do not feel the shame.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
You know, I wouldn't have it any other way.
I got your reference if nobody else did. That was awesome.
That was Brian's reference.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
Patrick. Brock. That's SpongeBob. He's still on
And I'm Squidward.
Okay, I'm going to take a very, very quick moment to actually give real names to the people in the stand.
They're not going to believe you. Maybe you should let me do it. I feel like I shouldn't be the only voice of reason. Not Brian.
This is Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Anton, raise your hand. Adam, raise your hand. Patrick, raise your hand. M. Brian. Zach. Scott,
Zach isn't here.
Kyle? I'm Dry Rub. I'm Kevin. Kevin Fields. And this is the mess that you get when you come to see a Whiskey Brisket show. We're as completely absurd on stage as we are sitting in a living room, maybe more so. I don't know. What's up?
I thought you were the secret weapon. That's what I've heard.
The secret weapon?
Weapon.
That was good banding.
Rachel, momentarily, your hand just looked like a hot dog.
I thought she had a hot dog too.
Wait, was someone talking to me?
Yeah. Are you eating hot dogs?
No, I'm a vegetarian.
Why do you have hot
Unless
dogs?
we're talking about some other kind of hot dog.
What other kind of hot dog do you eat?
Don't ruin the joke.
I was just asking follow-up questions. Totally.
Gosh.
I'm
Rachel.
okay.
You're now the target, Rachel.
Oh.
Go ahead, Brian.
It's Brian.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm looking at my little teeny tiny phone because my iPad went kaput.
Aw.
Well, we're talking through my teeny tiny phone.
Are you
my
guys,
whole
did you guys talk about me the whole time I
Yeah.
wasn't here?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about you and hot dogs, so it's really weird that you came back with hot dogs.
That is weird. You guys are really in tune with the universe.
We try. That's Brian's,
And everything's on fire.
What about fire?
It's raining gasoline.
Have we talked about inspirations or favorite bands or farm animals
No.
or
So,
what people
want to get into our questions now? Is that what you're saying?
what?
We just want to get into our favorite questions now?
No, I'm just
Because I mean,
I'm just trying to get the subject off of Rachel's hot dog fingers. I was just trying to
Can't hear anything.
I'll start asking my favorite question. We always do like to hear about influences and favorite artists, but
Are you going to talk about the children?
what the fuck is wrong
This
with
is for the kids. This is for the kids.
Wait, I can hear again.
Jesus?
This is for Jesus. Not the kids or both.
Am I getting a question?
I muted Eric. That's great.
I can just hear you all again.
Awesome. So my
I
favorite.
can unmute myself, by the way. Look. Okay, I'm going to mute myself.
This is rough. This is really rough. My favorite question to ask everybody that's on the podcast is if you could work with any one artist or band, who would it be and what would you do with them? So you can all answer that question if you'd like.
All right. We'll go in rapid counterclockwise, nope, clockwise.
Yep.
Anton. Any one artist.
My favorite artist to work with, Kevin Fields. Thanks, Brian. Hit him.
All right. Start on the other side of the room, so the answer isn't such colossal bullshit. Beethoven.
Something with Offspring. That was my number one thing growing up.
I'd say,
I need a moment.
okay, we'll go back to you. I'd say
back to you. Pat likes the
I need a
sensation.
moment.
They were around when he was a
no. I will show my age a little bit because I'm going to say going back in time to like Johnny Stocco when they still had Trout, like the first the first lineup of Johnny Sacco back in like the mid '90s. I would have been loved to be on stage with them and play. You guys know Johnny Sacco, great Indiana.
I know Johnny Sacco.
Yeah.
Since
going.
Since Brian rudely interrupted you. Okay, I have two, and the two groups that I would like give anything to like join a stage with would be Five Iron Frenzy and Reliant K.
Who was the second one?
Reliant K.
Okay.
I came up in the Christian ska, the Christian punk and the Christian ska scene, and Reliant K was one of the groups that like, as I grew, they grew, and the music grew with them, and I would say at least 50 to 60% of my songwriting influence comes from Reliant K and Five Iron Frenzy. Brian?
Let's see. Someone I would want to play on stage with.
Yeah. It
Um,
doesn't have to be ska people. You can say Beethoven. It's fine.
I don't know. My first two thoughts were. My first thought was I would love to play again with Los Malhablados.
Oh, Los Malhablados.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to play with them again. Like, I love Eric. He's freaking awesome, and they're a good group of people. And then it was really cool playing with Mephistopheles. I would love to play a show with them again, and let alone play on stage. Like, I mean, with them, that would be freaking amazing. But
my first thought was Mephistopheles because that show was fucking blast. That was my first time. For reference, I've been in the band since November 2024.
No.
So 2020.
You've been in the band since February 7th.
I've only been in the band for like a year and a half. You know, at this point.
We were exactly the same thing.
So like, Mephistopheles, with them again. Outside of ska, this was Midwest band called Humbirds. They're from actually like Minnesota, Wisconsin up there, so it was really cool to be up there. And that's just like, that'd be sweet.
Baked Potatoes from upstate New York. I want to play with them, and we're working on a show with them.
We'll talk about that.
we're doing a food themed show.
Sometime when I get it together.
Let's say Dance Hall Crashers or Interrupters.
Oh, I was going to say Interrupters too.
Good choices.
Dance Hall Crashers or Interrupters.
Save Ferris.
I have been digging them most recently.
My first ska band that I kind of like went big on listening to a bunch was Real Big Fish, and so I can't get away from Real Big Fish.
Oh well.
All right. Everyone, who's got the next speed question here? Eric or Rachel?
Hey, I got Rachel. Do you want to go? Rachel's muted again. So, if you could be any farm animal, what farm animal would it be and why?
So, what's the beginning of the question? If you what?
You could be a farm animal.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it could have gone a different way. So,
You could be a farm animal.
yeah. I get it.
Be.
I can be a farm animal.
Not being.
And there, done that.
I hate you.
My wife is a big player.
For a month and a half. Brian, what do you say?
Kevin would be a donkey because he's an ass.
Oh, well,
Go. Where'd Rachel go?
I don't know, but she missed my joke and I'm upset.
I think I brought up farm animals and she left. I don't know.
I have to say a goat.
That's me.
It's the
Goat. I'd be like one of those like sassy llamas, you know?
on everybody.
On everybody.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
you have llama drama.
They have a lot of fun out there, it seems like.
Farm cats, because they can live and do whatever they want.
That's what I was thinking. I'm with.
No, because you're a pussy.
That's not one on the farm.
You got those weird cross eyes.
If you guys just click the end button at some point, listen, I get it. I get it, is all I'm saying, okay?
I need to give you Brian's answer.
That's for the best.
Are you saying you're done? Is that what you're saying? You need an out?
No. Not a what?
No, he's being a donkey.
No, I'm not. I'm not a donkey.
We want to keep going.
I'm a bull.
They don't live on farms.
Grab me by the horn.
You donkeys live on farms?
I lied.
We live on farms.
Like, where do you live down
What about
there?
otters? I want to be an otter. Otters live on farms?
An otter? An otter?
Maybe.
You could be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Otter farm?
Jess looked so disappointed in me when I said that and thought that otters may have. I know they don't live on farms. I was working in Angle, Jess, okay?
Yeah.
Jess was like, oh, why do I have this motherfucker on the podcast?
You know, otters are one of those animals you could just be in real life.
Well, if we're opening up to anything, that's all factors, obviously.
What?
They walk among us.
What's happening?
Those lizards.
Oh, they don't walk among us.
Listen, I
think
would
Rachel's.
like to apologize.
Did Rachel leave? It
I
was
think I think she lost her connection. She has no battery left.
In fairness, I lost my connection a long time ago.
But did you ever say what farm animal you would be?
No.
People want to know.
I was curious.
I would be a black widow.
Yeah.
Is that a
Right.
animal?
Yeah.
When I think of farms, I don't go Black Widow.
Well, you've never seen the right movie then.
Yeah. You said that with some kind of authority that I have to believe you.
Also coming from someone who
What-
just
Cape shark? It was the spider.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact though. Here's a fun fact. So you know that the movie Charlotte's Web features a Black Widow and she like makes like drawings in her webs, right?
I didn't know she was a Black Widow. I learned something new tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But it depends on if you look at her appearance or her behavior. Her behavior actually resembles more the garden spider, black and yellow garden spider. And the black and yellow garden spiders are the ones that actually make designs in their webs. So you should look them up. They're beautiful. Don't kill them. Also, because I'm talking about spiders, I love spiders. And yesterday I was driving down the road. Yes, Adam confirms. This is Adam, not Brian. But I love spiders. And yesterday I was driving down the road. And I will post this video to the Whiskey Brisket Facebook momentarily after we're done. There was a spider crawling across my dashboard in my truck, and it walked across my dashboard and then jumped over to my steering wheel, down to my steering column, and then back down to the bottom of my steering wheel and onto my lap while I was driving down the road.
Yeah. That's pretty sexy. Spider.
Did you say, I'm sorry, did you say sexy?
No, I fucking did. I didn't mean it though.
Eric, hey, Eric, I think we should be friends.
Fair enough. I like it.
Anyway, I don't know. What do you guys got? If you guys don't start asking questions, we're going to start playing songs again.
I do. So we talked about, once again, I'm late to the party. We talked about the tour, the places that you guys are going to be at. Did we talk about how you ended up with Inspector 7? And if we did, can we talk about it again? Because I'm just kind of interested.
I mean, but then our listeners.
I can give you a brief rundown. It ultimately happened because of when I started trying to expand my social network on the internet, and I became friends with Giuseppe on there and started talking about doing a run across Ohio. And we just never came across. We never found a set of dates that would work for Inspector 7 and Whiskey Brisket to go across Ohio together. And so I just, when we started planning the tour with Whiskey Brisket, I told Giuseppe about it, and it was like, you guys can play whatever shows you want. And ultimately, he was like, yeah, we can do all of those. And like, like King Django on his keyboard, like he's a huge part of like Inspector 7 these days. And so they kind of got together and talked about it, and they were like, yeah, we can do all of those dates. So they agreed to come on the whole tour with us, and ultimately it just turned into a Inspector 7 Whiskey Brisket tour.
I am personally very excited for this. I've been looking forward to seeing you guys in Inspector 7 since it's been announced. Ironically, there is a ska show happening very close to my home that night, and I'm driving 2.5 hours away to go to this show instead of the Mustard Plug show. So,
I will say this: the level of like honor that it brings me to be like for a Mustard Plug show to be passed up to come away and watch a Inspector 7 Whiskey Brisket show, like that's a huge honor, and I thank you for that.
thank you.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking Mustard Plug when I saw that.
I want Mustard Plug to come to Springfield, because in Springfield we have Wober Mustard, and they have an event called Mustard Fest every year. And then play.
That just screams.
Can you imagine having? Huh?
It markets itself.
Jess, you have the biggest, widest eyes as you're like looking around you, like, what the fuck's going on around me?
I'm good.
Jess is like, we are never having Whiskey Brisket on this show again.
Oh, no.
No, we're not.
You like a jalapeno popper.
Rachel's back.
Are you sure she's back?
I mean, I just let her in, but she
I don't think they can see the jalapeno.
You can have this popper. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, I thought you'd all be gone.
What is that? What is
That's
that?
an jalapeno popper for me.
Oh, okay.
It's a jalapeno popper for Eric.
Thank you.
Eat it. Eat it.
Does this get weird?
Yeah, it just got weird.
Is everyone still there?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Quality content.
We were talking shit about you for a while, Rachel.
I assumed you were. That's why I actually left. I figured I'd give you guys some time to talk about me.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, I know. It's like everyone's favorite thing to do. I know.
Is it? Do you feel that way?
I mean, I never know. Like,
Are
if I
you-
leave a room,
Are you
maybe.
paranoid? Do you have like this paranoia that when you leave, everyone talks about you? Are you one of those people?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Is that an ego thing or a paranoia thing, do you think?
I don't have an ego.
I feel like people with egos sometimes say they don't have egos. I think that's a thing.
Is that a thing? No, Eric, trust my word that I hate myself. Can you just trust my word?
Now I want to hug you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, but
We're
I
doing
also don't
group
like
therapy
touching.
now. We went from the podcast to group therapy. You guys
Yeah, that's never
Ryan's-
the turn. Can I ask my question?
Yes.
Okay.
Jess is like, please ask the question.
Okay. This would be a great finale question.
Are you
Work
saying
on
you're
it.
ready for us to be done, Rachel?
I'm just saying this is a good question. And it's something I base people on how they answer.
Oh.
No
There's a
pressure.
few things I base someone on, and it's their top 3 stand-up comedians, top 5 favorite bands, and this question. Okay. Ready, everyone? But don't copy each other's answers. Okay. Will Smith or Chris Rock during the slap incident?
Chris Rock.
It's an easy answer.
I have mine.
Okay.
Yes.
Who was in the right?
Don't say
who
it
was in
out
the
loud.
wrong?
Say it out loud. No one say it out loud.
We have to write it on a piece of paper and then
Well, like just wait till everyone has their final answer.
What?
I
What's the
feel like
semantics of the-
But
I
are
feel
there
like-
some people who don't know about this?
I feel like there is a correct answer to this question.
There is 100% correct answer, and I have it.
And I feel like if you give the right answer,
Will Smith or Chris Rock
During the slap.
during the slap?
so does
The
everybody know
slap
the scenario?
incident, there is blame on one person.
Oh, blame. Okay.
Blame.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, you didn't say blame. This is all.
Yeah, like you need to take a side.
That changes.
Lauren Michaels. Ah,
Good answer.
I hear he is a pain in the butt to work for. But anyway,
I thought you were gonna. Never mind.
nerd aside.
I definitely blame him for
right.
the incident.
Does everyone have who they side with?
Yes. Are we gonna say our answers
No.
together? You're
You're
tell
gonna
us
raise
again?
your hand.
Okay.
Okay. If you side with Chris Rock, raise your hand. If you side with Will Smith, raise your hand.
God, I hope Chris Rock is the right answer at this point.
Of course, Chris Rock is the right answer. You can't just hop on stage because you didn't like what you heard and slap someone.
So in some ways,
And how did he get to stay? You don't get to stay after assaulting someone. He should have been escorted out like anybody else. And no one even came to be like, Chris Rock, are you okay? Everyone just stared. Luckily, he's profiting off this.
do you think it was a setup though?
It's not the
No.
scripted. I really did.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people thought they were like in shock and thought it was like a joke, but it wasn't.
I'm just
I
gonna-
didn't raise my hand for any either of the two, and I'll tell you why.
Wait.
Okay.
Who said that? Because I noticed that you didn't raise your hand.
It was Brian.
I knew you didn't raise your hand because you're going to say why they both were wrong, and I don't want to hear it.
It has nothing to do with them both being wrong. It has to do with them both being right. Okay? Here is the fact of the matter. The fact of the matter is Chris Rock was hired to make jokes. And Chris Rock was hired to make jokes about the people present at the situation. Chris Rock made jokes about people at the situation that were bothersome to somebody. Will Smith has absolutely zero right to assault somebody, to physically commit assault and battery on another person. Okay? And I will defend Chris Rock in his right to say that 100% of the time. But I will also say that if you don't have a relationship with somebody that you're going to make fun of, that you also have to be mindful of that person and the consequences. Chris Rock made a choice to make a joke about somebody he wasn't overly familiar with, and he has the right to do that. But also, Will Smith has the right as a human being to go up and smack him in the face for it and deal with the consequences of that action. The consequences
He does
of that
have
action.
that right.
He did have that right. He absolutely did.
Does he have the
He
right?
People have the
deal
right
with
to
consequences.
assault other people because they
Like
don't like what
Rachel.
they heard.
No, I like this. So Rachel, does he have the right to defend himself or his partner?
He wasn't in any kind of physical harm. He had the right to say, hey, man, my wife has, you may not know this, my wife has a condition. I'd appreciate you backing off or
What was
even
the-
stern,
I don't
whatever.
know this part.
But
What's her
as a
condition?
comedian, you're not going to have, not as a comedian. I know I'm not a comedian,
But
Comedian, don't be all like, oh.
but you're talking to a crowd of people you don't know. I go to a lot of comedy shows. Sometimes I'm offended, even though I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in laughing at almost anything. There are certain things I'm not okay with. I still don't get to go up and punch them. I can choose not to see them ever again.
So
But
here's
that's kind of
here's the
the
thing. Here's the thing. Will Smith was absolutely correct in thinking that he can go up and smack Chris Rock in the face with minimal consequence. And so when I say he has the right to do that, all I mean is that he can do that.
he has the
and
capability
accept
of
the
doing that.
He has the right to do that and accept the consequences of that action. Just
Which
like
wasn't much.
Chris Rock had the right to go up and make the joke he made and accept the consequences of that action. So,
But
like,
if you went to a comedy show that wasn't an awards ceremony of the rich and famous, can people just go up and smack someone when they're offensive to them?
no,
That would be insane.
I mean, the correct,
Okay.
correct,
So,
no, correct
so if
answer
I
is
was
yes,
randomly,
They have the ability to.
no, you have
Think about the semantics of the whole.
you have the right to do anything you want as long as you're willing to accept the consequences. And the consequences are the consequences can be fitting, and the consequences to Will Smith were not fitting because ultimately he should have been charged with battery.
He should have been escorted out.
He committed battery against another person, and he should have been charged with that, but he wasn't.
And with that
But-
being said, I will say, I think Will Smith's grandmother would be terribly disappointed in him because he wasn't even allowed to curse as a teenager. She found his rap book and said, such a smart young man does not need to use this language. So let that be his punishment, the disappointment from his grandma.
And that's absolutely acceptable. I don't disagree with you. And I generally agree with your perspective on the situation, outside of the fact that, like, I just understand that Will Smith did what he did knowing he wasn't going to be charged with assault for the situation. He should have been.
All right.
He
And
should have
can
been
we all
charged
be
with
real?
assault.
If we kept up with an ounce of what him and his wife were in the paper, like, I don't buy the whole protecting my wife thing.
No, he definitely was. He was protecting himself.
Yeah. He wanted to look.
He was protecting himself and his image, but he has the right to do that as long as he's willing to accept the consequences of that action.
I mean, in
It
the
doesn't
end,
mean
honestly,
it doesn't mean it's okay. It doesn't mean that it's good. It just means that the choices in life are choices. You can do anything you want to do as
Right.
long as
Any
you're
of us
willing
can
to
do
accept
whatever we
the
want.
consequences.
Just like I had the right to join a ska band, and now I'm suffering the consequences.
And the benefit.
Yeah.
did it not get them both back in magazines? Like, isn't that the end result? Is they both got back in the live
The end
magazine?
result is that Chris Rock, and I don't mean to be, I feel like I'm taking over on a topic unrelated to music. Well, it's kind of related to music. Will Smith had Big Willie style. Chris Rock kept his mouth shut for a very long time and waited for the highest bidder. So he does say he won in the end. By the way, I pay so little attention to any of this shit, but I became obsessed with this. It was years ago and I'm still on it.
We noticed.
It's a very interesting topic, right? Because, like,
Most of us agree.
what does the conversation of rights versus allowance, like,
What do
does it really
celebrities
accomplish?
get
Like,
away with that
yeah,
others
like,
don't?
because
Oh, Rachel?
I know
Rachel.
Will Smith was wrong in smacking Chris Rock in the face because Chris Rock was put into a position where he is told to say things that potentially could be offensive to somebody, and he did, and he did a good
Which
job.
is his
When he made
job,
that
just like
joke, I
Ricky
laughed at
Gervais.
it.
I still think it was
But
scripted. What guy smacks the guy in the face? If he's gonna defend himself, he's gonna go fucking punch him.
Thank you,
girl,
Jess.
he's
Thank
from
you,
Philly.
Jess.
So, Rachel, do you think there is ever a time where physical violence is the answer? Are you
Yes.
saying that in this scenario it wasn't, but
Yes, of course, there's times I think physical violence is necessary.
so if, for example, if it was a different scenario uh and they were just out in public and a random person started talking shit and harassing his wife, is that an appropriate thing to do?
I think it's a natural reaction if you're protecting a loved one. But I was more so thinking of stepping in when someone else is being attacked. That's where my mind went.
Like if you I don't if you had a partner and somebody was talking shit about you, would you?
Thanks for announcing the if. Jeez, Eric.
I didn't know if you did or
Leave
not.
some room for
I
suspense.
paused. Would you be offended if like somebody's talking shit about you and your partner didn't step in? Would would they
Unless
be
someone
sleeping on
would,
the couch? Would they be
if
sleeping on
someone
the couch?
was beating me up, I would expect someone to step in. If someone was talking to me verbally, I wouldn't want someone to step in.
Talking verbally or abusing?
Abusing verbally, I wouldn't want a confrontation.
Yes.
So here's ultimately like where my response comes from this with all of that. There is a huge difference between right versus right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And in the world of like comedy, it is an absolute imperative that you say things that might offend somebody.
Right.
And you cannot decide what you're going to say versus what you're not going to say on what's going to offend somebody.
Right.
So to that end, I side with Chris Rock. He said a thing that was funny. But he also has to understand there are potential consequences to that, which when you single one person out, the consequence factor grows significantly. And he knew, I 100% guarantee that he knew he very well may offend either Jada Pinkett Smith or Will Smith for whatever reason. I'm not going to dive into the why of why Will Smith found it important to smack Chris Rock in the face. But Chris Rock knew that something like that could happen when he went into that joke. He was surprised.
I mean, think of things Ricky Gervais has said. Think of things like it's not a shock to anyone that certain comedians, I mean, and this actually disappoints me in comedians, some recent comedians, that it seems like they're going so far just for the shock value. It's lazy.
Yeah.
Like when you're just like transgender jokes, how far can I go? It's lazy. And I was just actually talking about this to a very talented transgender woman comic and talking about free speech. And she was actually way more about free speech than me. And like, good for her. But I was saying, if you're going to be offensive, you better be clever. If you're going to make,
That would be my point too.
if you're going to make, a guy went up ahead of me the other day, a couple weeks ago, and a non-Jewish man tried to make a Jewish joke. And if you're going to do that, you better be funny. You better be clever. And he wasn't, and he got no laughs. And then I went up and I stole his laughs. But he said something about, I want Jewish people, I want to know the Jewish people's secrets, like the whole weather thing or whatever. And I went up, no one laughed. And I went up and I went, we would never tell you our secrets. And I stole his laughter and it felt great. But nonetheless, the R word is a no-go for me. I am not okay with people saying retarded. They can, free speech, but they're going to lose me as a fan. You're going after a minority that most likely isn't going to fight you. You're going after a minority that is going to be loving. I've worked in the field. I'm a special needs mom for my whole life. I'm not saying I've never met a jerk with a disability. But as a whole, you're going against a group of people who aren't going to
cancel you, who aren't going to fight you, who
Would
aren't
you
gonna,
want to slap that person?
I want to know.
If somebody was making fun of saying the R word and making fun of people with
it
disabilities, would you
happened the
want to
other
slap
day,
them?
which is why I had reached out to this transgender comedian who I admire and who I think is talented.
How's it going, Brian?
And I said, we should do like a little back and forth about this. And that was my whole kind of thing is if you're going to go after a group who's not going to go, you're going to make some racist jokes, you're going to have backlash. You're going to have backlash over people who are capable of kicking your ass. You're going to make fun of my daughter, who is the epitome of Elf from Elf and wants to smile and love life. I would feel violent, yes. But I stopped. I thought he was a funny comedian and my laughter stopped and I turned my back and that was it.
So, like, I've been to a few stand-up shows, and I purposely do not sit up front because I don't want to be singled out, and I'm terrified of that moment. So I will sit in the back, right?
Well, guess what, Eric? Crowd work is also lazy work.
What?
Crowd work can be lazy work. Can be.
I get you. But
Here's
at the
the thing,
same time, like, my personality is one that, like, I will jump up if somebody is not jump up in that environment. But, like, I easily get pissed off about stuff like people using the R word or whatever. And
Yeah, that's a no-go. There's 3 words not
Oh.
allowed in my household, and that's one of them. With that being said, a funny thing that did happen at that
Are you
comedy.
about to make a joke about it? Because that's fucked up.
Poor Kevin. He's been trying to say something for like.
Kevin, Brian, what's up?
I'm sorry. This was meant to be like a silly conversation, guys.
Rachel, we're gonna mute ourselves.
I'm enjoying the conversation. I really am. The thing that I'll say though is I think that the thing that's lost when you talk about whether it's okay to talk about any particular conversation, you are speaking with a band tonight who is full of connoisseurs of comedy. Okay? Specifically, Adam. This is Adam, actually, for real. Adam, myself, and Brian in the banana shirt are all like really big like comedy buffs. And one of the things,
why did no one say this in the beginning?
There's a reason that I continually told Jess that I wanted to make sure you were here tonight.
Oh, I feel so honored.
Did you say that about me too, or am I just? Never mind.
I didn't know you were a comedy guy. I'm learning. Okay.
Eric goes, I'm not. I just want to feel loved.
But I heard the whole going out on a date with the lead singer of Catch 22 bit, and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. So let's move on. All right. But here's the thing, like when you're talking about the R word, I don't put like bars on anything, and I don't say like you can't say this. Okay. So I would never say like you can't say the R word, because there are circumstances where somebody would use that word and I will laugh at it. But if you use it in a way that's derogatory towards people with mental disabilities, I'm not going to laugh at it, and I'm going to think you're an asshole. And
Can I debate you on it?
Oh, this is fun.
Can I have a respectful debate on that?
In a moment, absolutely.
Okay.
In a moment.
I'll let you finish.
Let me continue with my point, if you will. And
I will.
I hate to ditch you guys. I'll go fix the toilet on the Columbus. Thanks for inviting me on, guys.
almost everybody.
Good night.
Oh, did I make everyone
I'll see you
leave?
soon in Detroit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It's just late, and they were all ready to go.
Rachel's offending people again. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Every time you're on, Rachel, people leave.
It's not every time I'm on. Every time I exist in life, I'm sorry.
All right, Kevin. Wait, did Kevin leave?
Here's where I'm at with this. Okay, I think that the problem comes in when the perspective changes. You have comedians who come from the angle of shock value.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have comedians who come in with the angle of say something funny. And there are comedians who come in from the angle of say something funny, who the R word naturally falls into that bit and is not saying anything derogatory. It's not saying anything hateful. It's not saying anything judgmental. It's just using the word, what's coincidentally, I guess, for a lack of a better word in this moment, because I can't think, but like they're not using it in the way that's like going to piss people off ultimately, but it's going to, right? But like their goal is to say something funny, and there are times where that word becomes the thing that comes organically into what they're saying. And then there's people who are going for shock value, and they figure out how they can say that word and try to make it as okay as possible. And those people I have a problem with. Ultimately, I don't like that kind of comedy. I don't want you to make this joke or that joke because it's going to provide shock value. But if in your creation of your routine and in the creation of your joke, you find a funny thing to say that becomes less funny when you say certain words or talk about certain topics, I find that less problematic than when you go after that shock value. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I think about shock value a lot. And I like shock value. I'm not against shock value. I'm against like lazy shock value. Like, let me say, and when it's not even funny, when you're saying just whatever is going to really get people going because it gets you attention. But I don't want to interrupt you. Did you have more?
No, that's all right. I was giving you the chance to respond to. I mean, okay. You're talking about the same thing I am, like shock value for shock value or shock value for comedy. One of them is
right.
One of them is pure and one of them is not.
Right. Like Dave Chappelle, Ricky Gervais, I thought were top comedians, geniuses. And when they started doing the shock value for pure shock value, I don't think it's funny anymore. I think it's lazy. When it comes to the R word, I would debate you in saying that sometimes it's not used cruelly or creating anything negative. I think the R word has become so intertwined with people's languages that we don't realize, some people don't realize that that's even something that might taken as gay. I've always said this. I've always said gay. I've always said this. But here's the reality of it. Retarded is not even medically a diagnosis anymore. That has been out of the medical book for a very long time now. When people call each other retarded, it is clearly meant as an insult. You're retarded means you're stupid. And this is a group of people who live every day with the stigma, looking down on, looking away from, not being spoken to when they are at a restaurant. This is a minority of people who people look down on, and they do not always have the capability to defend themselves. Many, many do. There are many who can. There's many who can't or don't want to because they are just loving, kind people. So saying the word retarded, no matter which way you put it to me, is being cruel and mean because words matter. Words change feelings and feelings change actions. So when using that word, you're creating a bigger stigma who, adding to the stigma and saying it to someone who might already be not familiar with people with disabilities. And it's just giving into that. And I just, it rubs me the wrong way. And that is a group of people, I feel like it is my mission to make sure that I'm looking out for them. So no matter how, it's not a nice word. It's not a medical word. We can't even say that, such a lazy thing to go back on with a lot of these words. Oh, faggot means a cigarette. Oh, retarded, that's a diagnosis. It's not. Like, let's not be stupid. It's not a diagnosis anymore. So it's just being mean. It's making sure that people know this is a stupid group of people and they're disgusting to watch them eat. And you know, I have a little girl who was very cute and adorable to everybody until she got older, until there was drooling at 8. She doesn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve people to look down on her more. And it's not because I'm a special needs parent. I've worked with my grandmother in her special needs class since I was 5. I volunteered in Special Olympics since I was 12. I'm just not okay with that group being attacked. I'm not okay with a lot of people being attacked, but the most.
I completely agree with that because I'm not okay with anybody being attacked. So
Yeah.
I think it all comes back to just don't be a dick.
Right.
Don't
And
be a
using
dick.
that word as being a dick. Bottom line with me. To add to, I enjoyed this debate, and to add something funny to it, so it's not. Oh wait, Eric. You.
Okay. So if I may add to this, and then I'll get like canceled. The world.
Fuck. What are we
Come
doing?
on, Eric. Don't get canceled.
There's also in the.
Okay. All right.
In
I'm
the-
going to point out real fast for a very quick moment. You were like, I'm going to point this out and then you get canceled, and then your image disappeared from our screen.
Did it really?
Froze, yeah.
I got canceled. So there also needs to be, in today's world, a little bit of grace as people are learning. Okay, because
absolutely,
because what was acceptable and funny and okay 15, 20 years ago is offensive today. And I'm not saying it shouldn't be offensive, but there are situations where people are learning and going, oh crap, this was just a normal part of my vocabulary, and today it's wrong. Or, ooh, I used to do this, and now it's wrong. But in a lot of ways,
no way a cancellation thing. I agree with you.
People aren't given that grace sometimes. Like, I don't even
learn
want
things
to
and change my opinion all the time. I think the world would be a much better place if people were capable of doing that. And listening to new facts and listening to things and not just sticking to what they want to stick with. I mean, I'm saying that kind of as a whole American thing right now, but I agree with you. Yeah, people need the chance to change and sometimes
or an understanding. Like some
we're understanding that. Yeah, like this word out here. Can I explain to you why it's actually offensive? And they'll be like, I never thought of it that way.
It may not have been taken the same way 20 years ago as it is today, and some people aren't as in the culture today as
look, everyone left.
It's just wow. I am so sorry, everybody. I am so sorry. It's
totally me. I meant that to be like a fun question.
It was me. It was me.
I will add one. All right, I'll tell you one funny thing and we can end this because I really meant it to be my fun question. I'm sorry.
It wasn't fun at all.
I'm sorry.
I still don't understand why it was a slap and not a punch. Not
yes. We talk about Rachel later on when she's not around, whether or not this is gonna.
I do need a punch. No, I agree with you, Jess. Add a little small show. Yes. Recently as a fundraiser, there was a Black comedian on stage and he made a joke about Black dads not staying around for their kids, right? And I heard a loud voice behind me go, and that's the truth. I could not decipher if that was a white voice or a Black voice behind me, and did a big swoop around, ready to start maybe a little something. Not as if I would hit anyone. I'd be like,
you were gonna slap. You were gonna Chris. Will Smith, that guy.
Probably my fault, but no, I did a big swoop around. And he went, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was so loud. I went, oh, no, it's okay. I just was making sure you weren't white. Anyway, I'm happy most everyone chose Chris Rock. Good job, guys. Ska music.
I didn't choose anyone, to be fair. To be fair. And I don't mean that to be be argumentative. I just mean not to say that they were both right and they were both wrong, and people.
Are you getting a snack tray set up?
What?
Are you getting like a
We
yummy
have had
snack
this
tray
snack
set
tray
up?
set up.
It's been there all
We
night.
had a snack tray the whole time.
There's just a lot
you
more
didn't have
people
any
around.
snacks.
What do you got on that snack tray?
We've got loaded potatoes, jalapeno poppers,
Okay.
remember the
Cream
papers,
cheese or
right?
cheddar? Cream cheese or cheddar?
Totino, cheddar,
Mm,
Totino Caesar rolls.
I'm judging.
Shut
And
up. You know
food.
I have a whole joke about Tostino pizza rights?
No, do you?
No,
I
we
do.
don't. Do you want to do it right now for us all?
I think everyone wants to go to bed.
No,
You want to just stay on, Eric?
After we're done live, Eric.
What?
After the live?
No, I actually have something relevant for a second.
Ooh, look at that pretzel.
So
Hi.
before you go, Eric, they mentioned finding their last venue today. Is that Philly?
Wait, I still had a real question.
Okay.
Oh.
Are
real
you going to Philly?
What?
Your last venue that you got today, was that for Philly?
No, we're going to. The last date was confirmed for Baltimore.
Ooh.
I was going to say I'll give you a real pretzel when you get here. Damn. Anyway.
Come to
Wait, I
Hudson
got two
Valley.
questions.
We have nothing here.
Reggie's.
We have apple orchard.
Which room are you guys playing at Reggie's? Do you know?
Say what?
Where are you playing at Reggie's? Reggie's has like 5 different venues inside of it. Do you know where you're playing?
We're playing Reggie's Music Joint.
Nice. All right, one other thing.
Oh, go.
Can I, Jess?
At least 2 other things.
You'll thank me for this, okay, Jess?
Yeah.
Can
Good.
you guys do us a favor and do almost like a promo for this when we do the rebroadcast? Can you do like hey, this is Whiskey Brisket and we are on Ska Gazine. Listen up, blah blah blah. One of those type things.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. With all 2 of us here?
Really?
No, yeah, we will. All right. Are you guys hearing us both okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 12, 10. Hey, we're Whiskey Brisket. Shut up. We're here on Ska Gazine, Ska Talk podcast, and we want to make sure you guys listen to every episode from now on because there's going to be some really awesome groups and performers on, and these folks are awesome, and this was a great time. So, I don't know.
Perfect. Thank you.
I don't know. We can do it again if you want.
No, I appreciate that personally. What, Jess? Are you talking over me again?
Yes.
Fuck, I'm gonna slap you like Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
And I will punch you because I'm from Philly.
Like a real woman.
But if Chris Rock punched Will Smith back, it would have changed things. So don't do that.
Oh, for sure. That's valid.
I just don't know how.
That's just pointing out that he slapped Chris Rock, which seems a little bit.
From
He
Philly.
should have punched. The slap is the whole. Actually, I'm offended that it was a fucking slap. He should have went up and punched him. The fact that he bitch slapped him is a whole different conversation.
Like he's from Philly and he not brags, but constantly makes sure people know that he grew up in the hood and he went up and slapped him.
Yeah.
No, he was in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Face.
I know.
On the playground before he spent most of his days.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
I was shooting some people.
Some people came up in his hood.
A couple of guys actually came up to me.
What?
They were up to
They were up to no good.
They were up to no good.
So the boy
They
detective.
started causing trouble in the neighborhood.
He
Yes.
got in one little fight.
And his
All right,
mom
we're
got
not
mad. We're still doing
Jeff?
the Fresh Prince thing.
One little fight.
Jeff?
Mom got scared.
I was trying to say that the boy detective covered that, like right before they.
Oh, did they? That's so
Yeah.
funny.
The boy detective, listen. Boy detective does everything, and I hate them for it. But I also love them.
You hear
Aw.
that, Betty? No more.
Boy Detective was the original like ska zine band.
They still are. I mean, they are the Scottish.
They're pretty dope.
Oh my dog.
But in fairness, they are kind of Ohio ska. So
Wait, I'm from Detroit, so they are Detroit ska.
I mean, really, they are.
they are, but
Ida,
they
Michigan.
market.
Yeah, they're actually in
They
Detroit.
market Detroit Toledo, so they're
Yeah,
Ohio
they're like-
and Detroit.
They're like hillbilly ska, actually. They're like backwoods ska when it comes down to it. God, I hope Benny is.
I don't need your negativity, Eric.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. That was fun.
No, don't leave. I love you.
Thanks for inviting me on the podcast today, Jess.
Rachel left.
Rachel always fucking.
Rachel, no.
What is up with you, Rachel? Why do you leave us?
Everything keeps dying.
Aw.
I do love Chris Rock, I promise. I tell you what.
Wait, will you please go to the
You're
Chris
a
Farley
comedian.
Museum?
So for the record, I cannot wait to meet you guys in person when you come to my state. I think it's gonna be a good time.
Eric,
Yes, sir.
what state are you actually in?
Michigan.
Where are you at in Michigan?
So I am in Grand Rapids. I am originally from Detroit until like 6 months ago, and I moved to Grand
Oh, shit.
Rapids. So I am driving back to that area to see you guys. But now I'm considering, because I'm off the next day, I am literally the same distance from Detroit as I am to Chicago. I'm the
So you're
half.
coming to both shows?
What?
You're coming to both shows?
I am now. I think so.
Okay, I think you need to.
I was originally just going to Detroit, and I don't know how the Reggie show. I didn't realize you guys were playing Reggie's, so I'm thinking I might go to that one too.
All right, reach out to me, and I happen to know the promoter for all of the shows, and I will comp you a ticket for Reggie's.
All right, I'm in. And in all seriousness, if you guys, like I said, I'm the halfway point. But if you want a place to stay halfway through, we can figure that out.
I wish
Hey,
you guys
yeah,
would
shoot me
come
a
to New
message, 'cause
York, all of you.
What about Teaneck, New Jersey? How far is that from you, Rachel?
Why is it always about you? Why can't it be about me?
Because you guys have like these cities that everyone goes to. But like we have some like nice little shows here. We're having a fundraiser for what's it for? You know, wait, hold on. That's I think do you guys I think you should leave is having a drag show. Distracted. Rally for the Valley we have coming up at a little dive bar. We're having a fundraiser for what did you just talk about? Punk.
That was fun. Okay, so guys, so I will see you guys in
What?
Detroit and Chicago, then we're saying?
You just cut her off.
Because he's like, I'm not going to fucking Hudson Valley.
Yeah, she was just talking randomly and blah, blah, blah.
Don't
Okay, I'm done.
They-
Oh,
I'm
they left.
calling off.
The Whiskey Brisket
We
leave?
are losing people by the moment. Losing people?
Hey, Jess?
All right. At least guys come to the June show in Albany with Kill Lincoln,
Yeah.
Jer, Bad Operation, special guests. That's going to be good.
I'm gonna do that in Philly.
God damn it.
Are you in Philly?
I am.
All right. I'm going to come to Philly for one of these things, Jess.
Okay.
What about Detroit?
Oh,
When do you come to
everybody knows.
the Ska lot?
Come to where?
Oh, I'm going to the Ska lot.
Yeah, so Grand Rapids,
Why do I look
Hey.
like I'm on a pillow? You're on the floor.
we have one hell of a show coming up. You should come, Rachel.
Yeah.
You're not gonna invite Whiskey Brisket? Brian's?
Do you guys want to come see Goldfinger and Suicide Machines and Mustard Plug
Frenzy, that's your band.
and Boy Detective?
Catch 22.
Catch 22.
Who else? Mustard Plug.
Sullivan.
Yeah, Mustard Plug. Sullivan. Dickie Barrett might be there.
Sounds like an awesome show.
Yeah.
I'm just really hyper fixated on the snack tray. I love a snack tray.
Anyway, I think we
I think we're done.
Are you? We're not done until I say we're done. Are we done?
We have another song to play.
Oh, you do?
Let's do it.
You know.
I was gonna say we might actually hear it if it's just two.
Are we doing it?
I think.
Come on, do the song.
I mean,
why don't we end with this? Why don't they attempt a song and then we?
Before they play the song, I'm going to say thank you for joining us, and thank you to everybody who listened to Ska Talk with Ska Magazine. We appreciate you watching live if you could, and if you jumped in late, you can catch a replay on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or right here on YouTube because we will keep it up. Go, Eric.
Give me a take while you're in there.
And also, before they do their last song, I'd like to remind everybody, if you want a scene in your local communities, you need to be part of that scene. So if you want shows to show up and you want bands to show up, then you need to actually be there and support them and buy the t-shirts and be part of that.
And guess what? I'm hanging flyers next week to help out. So I'm being part of the scene.
We like to say be the scene. By saying be the scene, we mean actually be part of it.
That's right.
Help make it keep going.
All right.
Can I say,
Bring it out, Whiskey Brisket. Yeah.
Eric, you just said some words that blew my mind. If you want, say, I don't know what you said.
If you want to have
if you want a local scene, what did you say?
I said if you want a scene, you have to be part of the scene. So you have to show up and actually
scene, you have to be part of the scene. How many people are like, I want to have a really good music scene and they don't show up? And that was mind blowing that you just said that.
Well, thank you.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what do you say for us?
All right, we're gonna play. Is that okay? Or do you want to call it?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna try to see if it works out. And if it doesn't, I'm sorry. But this is the first song we ever released. Woke up this morning, I thought I knew what to expect. Stepped up to the mirror, unknowing what a dirty flag. For the sun was took me back from, then turned to dark gray, cut off the cardiac. Couldn't believe the city, what was true. Cut off the water, please, and I'm a top 10 man on part of the city. Trying to make the most out of what I got left to say. Don't point your fingers, talk about violence you say. I'm just a sad man walking out just because one team are great. Walk down the street and you come across me, don't be alarmed. Don't be scared. You are sick, don't be scared. You know harm. I'm a side inside. I'm a little scared. My sleep and going to the night. I'm a tired man walking around part of the city. Trying to make the most out of the girl after my tree. Don't point your fingers, talk about the violence you say. That man walking around so we call one thing one day.
most out after don't point fingers at all to say that man walking around saying
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Let's trace wisdom. What did you just do? I didn't do anything. Something's popping here. Listen. But thanks for having us on.
Thank you. We'll talk soon.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I will see you guys very soon, apparently in a couple cities. So look forward to it. Rachel.
You still look like you have a hot dog. What were you doing? I'm sorry. You had your fingers up and it still looked like you were holding a hot dog.
Rachel, we're making fun of you. Unmute and defend yourself.
No, I'm not making fun of Rachel. I am not.
I feel like
never...
I feel like you're making
hot dog.
I feel like in general when you say quote anything blah 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 hot dog, it's kind of making fun of somebody.
Wait, do I look like I'm holding a hot dog?
You're really dark. Like
I am dark because I had to come find a different plug-in.
What if I tell you
Look
we're
how much I
playing
love
with
Chris Farley. You
hot
better-
dog in May in Springfield in Dayton? Is that making fun of Rachel?
You can make fun of me. I don't care. I'm gonna touch
you
it.
slap you like Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
All right. Well, we are going to make fun of Rachel in saying we're playing with Joker's Republic and Left Hand Hot Dog in Dayton in May. Make sure you look for the link.
May what?
Thank you. Good night.
Left Hand Hot Dog?
May what?
But,
good question.
I'm actually curious about this. I might drive out for that. When are you playing?
Let me bring it up so I don't tell you the wrong date because there have been a lot of days in May.
did you say Left Hand Hot Dog?
Yes.
He did.
Yeah, do you know?
And Joker's Republic.
You know,
I mean, I love Joker's Republic
We
too.
do.
But
Joker's Republic is very fond to us.
do you know they actually cook hot dogs in front of the stage as they're playing?
Yeah, I saw them at Pioneer Fest, Jess.
That was great.
We actually cook brisket, so we do.
What?
Do you? Are you going to play Detroit or Reggie?
It's way too expensive.
Is it like marinated in whiskey?
We should have stuck with
There's no way. That's way too pricey. I love that I woke up my kid. No Pioneer Fest for you guys. Last question.
Not this year.
Way to really make them feel bad about themselves, Rachel.
Pioneer Fest is not on our radar. And thank you. I now feel even worse.
They could have said no.
But Detroit is amazing. So have you guys played? You have not played Detroit before?
No. I suck so bad, and I'm mixing shows up. We are playing with Analog Daydream in Left Hand Hot Dog.
Oh.
And that show is on the 15th of May in Dayton.
But you guys are playing Detroit twice, actually, right? You're playing. So you're playing here coming up in March. Then you're playing in July. You're playing Hazel Park. We'll call it Detroit. You're playing, correct?
Say that again because I suck. What?
Okay, so you're playing here in a couple weeks. You're playing Detroit, and then you're coming back
on
March 20th, and then you're coming back in July and playing again in Hazel Park.
Oh, correct? Yeah. The other.
Let's not forget Splash Pads.
Yes. We're playing twice in Detroit, and I thank you, Eric, for bringing that up because I had actually forgotten about that, and I'm sorry. But we're playing twice. You're going to
show up, so I'm glad you're going to show up.
Yeah, we're going to be there. We're playing twice in Detroit. We're playing for Chris with.
And Actually,
pick it
you're playing
up,
for Chris
and
twice.
yeah, we're playing for Chris twice. We're teaming up for the Inspector 7 show, and then he's having us come back for the
The
summer
fundraiser.
show.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
And then we are playing.
The summer show is going to be a lot of fun. I've been there every year, and it's a good time. So you will have a blast there.
I love it. I can't wait. Chris and I. Okay, Eric. You don't know this, but earlier I talked about how I almost broke my leg earlier in like late last year.
Mhm.
So, last story, and then I will let you guys end this if you want to.
Okay.
But when I almost broke my leg, it's because I went to a skate park, and I was supposed to be going to Detroit to talk to Chris. We were going to skate because Chris skates.
Yeah.
We were going to skate, and then we were going to talk about some music scene stuff, and then we were going to hang out for a little bit, and then we were going to part ways, and then our timelines didn't match up, so I went to a skate park in Dayton. And right as I got there, another promoter in another city called me, and so I was talking to them. I was warming up my legs at the skate park. I went up on a quarter pipe, and I went to come back down, but the quarter pipe was so fast. I went all the way up on the vert. I went to come back down. My body wasn't ready for it. I went to kick my board out, and I didn't. My board landed under my feet. I almost broke my leg, and that was November 23rd, and I still can't walk right from it. And that was all because I was trying to go hang out with Chris Van Ash in Detroit for Pick It Up Media, and it just didn't work out. So that's great.
And it's full circle now because you are doing 2 shows with Chris. So
we're doing 2 shows with Chris. Yes.
Nice. I mean, nice that you're doing 2 shows, not that you've fucked up your leg, but
Hopefully it'll be better by the time you get to those shows.
Jess, do you want to close us?
Okay.
I think
Listen, I'm going to answer this. I'm getting a phone call from California. I'm going to answer it. Pause.
Real Big Fish. They want to come on our podcast.
Who does?
Real Big Fish.
Are you sure?
I mean,
hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
We got very quiet. Were you about to say something, Brian?
Can I help you?
Brian is answering a phone call.
Hello.
Then Jess,
hello.
Are we all being quiet now?
I thought something big was happening.
With Real Big Fish?
I was getting a random phone call from a number, and I tried to answer it. I was going to bring you guys in on it, and it didn't work.
That's awesome.
And nobody was there?
Nobody was there. I tried.
I guess they...
Well, anyway.
So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Yes, I will see you in April. Rachel, I don't know when the fuck I will see you. Whiskey Brisket, see you this month.
We can't hear.
March 20th.
Twice.
March 20th.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Eric, I said I'll send you my pizza bite bit.
Pizza bite bit.
I'll send it to you. Send it to you.
I'm looking for it. Are you sending it to me tonight?
Sure.
Yay. All right.
Good night, guys.
Jazz hands.